Hi all signs and welcome to your 4 Aces reading. My name is Lydia, and to those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. This is Esotera Tarot. Thank you for clicking on this video, and for those of you who have been here before, then welcome back. We absolutely love having your energy in the room again. I love doing the 4 Aces, same with the timeless check-in, because it's like we're all here together, one big happy family, guys. I love how the community is growing. It's going from strength to strength every day, so I just want to take the chance to thank everyone for their love and support for the channel. I absolutely love doing the readings for you all, and while you keep watching, I will keep giving them out. So thank you. And you may have noticed I have a new friend on the table. Yeah, it's that time, guys. It's that time. I'm getting involved. Yeah, Christmas in November. I know. I've tried to hang on as long as I possibly can. So I've not gone like full Christmas yet. We're just sneaking in a little bit of Christmas stuff. But you know what, right? I have had this on the table for me from your individual readings. But what I do is I turn it around like this, so you don't know it's a snowman. I just really love this mug. So I have it out all year, even if it's not Christmas. But now it's Christmas, I can turn him around. He can proudly be a snowman. And he's going to sit with us here for the readings. He's just going to be our little sit-in. A little bit of Christmas company there for you guys. Anyway, for those of you who don't know what the 4 Aces is, I'm going to carry on doing what we've been doing. It's been working really well, which is just doing a little segment at the beginning of the video here, which I'll timestamp for people who are unfamiliar with the 4 Aces. The 4 Aces isn't like, you know, one of the traditional spreads like, you know, like Celtic Cross and Past, Present, Future, with a horseshoe, all the classics that we know and love. To be fair, that being said, I've never done a horseshoe for the channel. Might do a horseshoe spread for one of the New Year's readings. We'll see. I'll find a good one, guys. Don't worry about it. But anyway, back to the 4 Aces. I like to include that segment just to give a little overview of what it is. So I really love a 4 Aces reading, but you rarely see them. I think they're really good, especially for like extended all signs, because the segments do tend to run a little bit longer on the 4 Aces than they do on the timeless check-ins, which the timeless check-in ones are just energy checks, 5-7 minutes, something like that, where we get a good 10 to 12 minutes on the 4 Aces per segment. So it's a little bit of a deeper dive, not as deep as your individual readings, which you know, I love doing those as well, but you know, it's just nice to have a little collective check-in, which means you've got 10 minutes out of your day just to sit down and get an important message from the universe, maybe on your lunch break. You know, the universe never sleeps, guys. It never sleeps. Okay, so I'm going to jump into that segment now. So I'll see you over that timestamp, or you might as well just sit here and chill with me and wait till I start if that's the case. But those of you who have gone straight to their placement and come back here to get a comprehensive overview of the 4 Aces, then welcome. The 4 Aces spread is a comprehensive overview of life, starting from what you're thinking, what you're focusing on, where your heart's desire is, and then of course the outcome, which is what we're all here for, guys. I know. So I start with the Ace of Swords here. So the Ace of Swords is about clarity, it's about focus, it's mental energy. I always clarify those first because it's a really good way to tell quite early on if it's your reading or not, because this is in your conscious mind. Then I'm moving to the Ace of Cups. That's your heart's desire. That's what you're moving towards and what's moving towards you. It also has themes of healing and heartbreak in here. So if you're going through that, guys, we'll see that under the Ace of Cups as well. And then we go into the Ace of Wands. That is your passion, your fire, your drive. It's where you intend to move energy. So it's either you overcoming an obstacle. Sorry, guys, we are in retrograde, so I'm still a bit back to front of my words, okay? So it's either you overcoming a goal or an obstacle or achieving a goal. This is why I do this segment, guys, or else I'd be doing this with every sign and it just goes on and on, right? So it's what you actually want to do with this situation that's going on within your heart and your head. And then it's the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is your real world tangible results, but it also represents money. So you might see themes around work, investments, inheritance, also with family as well. Just overall stability comes out in the Ace of Pentacles, but it also will give us our results and tell us what's going to happen in real time, because the Pentacles is always things here in the 3D. So that's where we finish off. And with that, guys, sorry for my babbling overview of the 4 Aces there, but hopefully you got the gist of what it's all about, and I will see you over at your sign. Hi Aries, you're up first as usual, guys. Thank you so much for leading the pack yet again. Welcome to your 4 Aces reading. For those of you unfamiliar with the 4 Aces, please go to the timestamp at the beginning of the video where I do a kind of a bumbling overview of what the 4 Aces are. For those of you who are familiar, let's just jump in and start clarifying that Ace of Swords. Okay, can I please see the Ace of Swords for Aries, please? Now, before we start going, Aries, we're going to do a technical check. I think we're all fine. Make sure we're plugged in. We're not just going to... I did that once, you know. I got, I think, all the way to Cancer. And it just stopped. Everything died. I didn't have anything plugged in. Anyway, sorry, Aries. Back to your Ace of Swords. Okay, so the Ace of Swords for Aries, please. Can we please see the Ace of Swords for Aries? The Ace of Swords for Aries, please. Can I get the Ace of Swords for Aries? The Ace of Swords for Aries, please. The Ace of Swords for Aries. What are you thinking about? What's in your focus, Aries? Strength, okay. The Nine of Swords and, oh, King of Swords. Has somebody told you something, or you found something out that is causing you a lot of mental distress, and it's taking you a lot of strength to... I don't know if you're moving past it. I don't know if you're overlooking it. I don't know what it is. I'll find out as we go along. But yeah, it's bothering you. You found something out that's bothering you, or you realised something that's bothering you. And yeah, not in a good headspace there, Aries. And I'm going to say that Nine of Swords, stressing out, sleepless nights, stress, anxiety. And it's taking away a lot of your strength, because you're using a lot of your strength just to keep everything together, keep yourself together at the moment. Okay, can I get the Ace of Cups then, please? What's in Aries' Ace of Cups, please? The Ace of Cups for Aries. The Ace of Cups for Aries, please. The Ace of Cups for Aries. The Hanged Man, good, okay. Judgment, yeah, and that makes sense. The Two of Pentacles. Something has made you feel very emotionally unstable. I have a feeling something in your material environment, because I feel that this came off the back of the news from someone else. So either someone told you something, or you found out something about someone, and it's just kind of flipped your worldview, or at least how you feel or perceive about them, which I guess, depending on how integrated they are into the structure of your life, Aries, could have a ripple out effect onto everything else. So, like, obviously, if you find something else about your spouse, it's going to affect your home life, you know. Or if you find out something about your colleague, it's going to affect your work life. That sort of thing is happening. However, this is actually the beginning of a great change for you. I feel that you have to make a change. Like, you've got judgment cards, you have to make a judgment call. It's coming from the heart, though, which is really good. You know, it's not something that's being forced, something that feels natural to you. But you're actually pausing on it. You're not actually doing anything about it, because you're indecisive. You're like back and forth on it. Do I do this? Do I do that? Two of Pentacles. What do I do about this? I'm not sure. And because you're not sure what to do about it, you're not doing anything. But you are telling me you're consciously aware that something does need to be done at some point. Okay, right, let's go into the Ace of Wands. Okay, so this is your intention. Can we see the Ace of Wands, please, for Aries? The Ace of Wands for Aries. The Ace of Wands for Aries. The Ace of Wands for Aries, please. Ace of Wands. The Lovers. Okay, so there is another energy. Now, I kind of knew it was about another energy. I did know that, but I wasn't seeing the other energy on the table. You've introduced the other energy now. Okay. Oh, my Lord, the Devil. Okay, someone is not as they seem. You know that now, though. Something that was very sweet, Aries, has suddenly turned very sour for you. And the Three of Wands. It's almost like the more I know about this person, the worse it gets. You're also intending to create some distance from them for a little bit, which I think is wise at the minute. The attachment's still strong, though. You're not just, you're just missing this person. Something's happened with this person, sure, but you're not just throwing them away in the bin. You're like, okay, no. You just know something's got to change in the dynamic. It can't go on as it was, but I don't think you're ending the connection. I think you're just taking a little bit of momentary distance for that Hanged Man energy, because just to figure out how you feel about them in some way. For those of you where this wasn't something stressful, no, it was stressful. We've got the Nine of Swords. Let's not beat about the bush, Aries. But, you know, those degrees of stress do come in a spectrum. For some people, it's you finding out that your best friend's favourite colour was purple and all along you thought it was green and that's what you initially bonded over or something like that. Could be something that small. Or it could be you found out your husband or wife has a secret life. It's a spectrum for everybody, right? But you're just wanting to look at this from a distance. I think you're trying to make a logical choice on what to do next. Nine of Swords, because that seems to be where most of your personal energy is at the moment, Aries, is in the swords. Everything else has kind of gone on hold until you figure that out. Okay, can we get the Ace of Pentacles? What's the outcome on this then? Can we get the Ace of Pentacles? Ace of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Good. That's good, Aries. The Six of Cups. Yeah, I knew you wouldn't be breaking. Yeah, you're not breaking the connection. There's too much love. There's too much history here. The connection itself will change, and you're looking at how you can keep yourself protected and how this can work out in your best favor overall while also still maintaining the connection. You just showed me here I just need to not be as close to this person for a little while, which is fair enough. I don't know what it is that they did, but it comes back together. You're gonna be all right. Your kids are gonna be fine, Aries. But some distance at the moment. Okay, can I please get the Ace of Swords, please? The Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords. Alright, these are the challenges, Aries. So I didn't explain the challenges. So the challenges, Aries, are just things that come up in each of the area that may be an obstacle for you to get you from where you are now to where you're supposed to be. Okay, yeah, your challenge is Two of Pentacles. Well, you kind of on it. That's good for your swords energy. Do at the moment, your mind's a little bit all over the place. You've got to kind of overcome that. You've got to steady out your mind. And I think once you steady out your mind and you're thinking, you get that straight, then the rest will follow. As you see, the Two of Pentacles then follows on to the Ace of Cups. A section there. Okay, the challenge for the Ace of Cups is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So you're withdrawing whatever part of yourself was in this connection. You are now withdrawing that. That's difficult for you to do. So I can see that you're close to whoever this is. Difficult, but I have a feeling that's what your heart's intention is like the right thing for you to do is just to retreat. It's not comfortable though. Yeah, Three of Pentacles in reverse. Traditionally on the right way up, it's the card of cooperation. You're breaking, you're not breaking the connection. I think you're just breaking or changing how you show up in the physical of this connection. And the challenge for the Ace of Pentacles is the Seven of Wands in reverse. You're still very open energetically to whoever this is. And I think it's going to be quite difficult for you to say no to them. So when they, usually come around your house on a certain day to do a certain thing together, or you do something for them that day, it's going to be hard for you to say no. It's going to be hard for you to break almost the routines that you have built around them, how you connect with them, how you talk to them on a day-to-day. It's all going to change. But you have to put up some boundaries. This is boundaries. There's no boundaries with whoever this is. So you just need to back away, place up some boundaries, keep yourself safe. Okay, right, let's get some universal advice, please. Can I get some universal advice for Aries, please? Some universal advice for Aries. Universal advice for Aries, please. Universal advice for Aries. Six of Stones, yeah, give and take. The Queen of Cups, okay, that's good. And the Knight of Stones in reverse. Why is this not productive? There's something not productive about this. And I have a sense of it because we've got the Three of Stones in reverse. So the Six of Stones with Six of Pentacles is about equal give and take. It seems fine, but again, I'm thinking your reciprocity with this person very much comes from the heart, but in practical terms, it's just not working. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Your heart's in it. Emotionally, the give and take's there. In the practical, there's no give and take. And ultimately, it means it's just kind of not really working out for you. You're not making any progress. You're not going anywhere fast. And the universe says, you need to, again, set up that boundary, the emotional boundary. Stop putting your own plans in place just for you, Aries, for now. If this other energy gets on board later on, then they get on board later on. Either way, you've got to start making progress for yourself. Okay, Aries, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. Thank you so much, Aries, for sharing your energy with me here in the Zen Den. Love you all as always, and until the next one, take care. Okay, up next we've got Taurus. Hang on, Taurus. I'm a little bit slow today. Slow every day, Taurus. I mean, what am I saying? You guys understand. You guys are chill, right? I'm just tidying away Aries cards. I will timestamp this out anyway, so don't worry about it. Okay, anyway, I hope you're all good, Taurus. I hope everything's gravy for you, baby. Welcome to your 4 Aces reading. Give me 1 second, guys, and I will be right with you. Thanks for chilling with me here in no man's land of card cleanup if you are just coming over from Aries. Okay. Hi Taurus, welcome to your 4 Aces reading. For those of you unfamiliar with the 4 Aces, please go to the beginning of the video where there's a timestamp that explains how the 4 Aces works, if that's what if you wish. You don't have to, you can. For those of you who are familiar, we're just going to jump straight into Ace of Swords. Okay, can I get the Ace of Swords for Taurus, please? The Ace of Swords for Taurus, please. Ace of Swords for Taurus. The Ace of Swords for Taurus, please. The Ace of Swords for Taurus. The Ace of Swords for Taurus, please. The Ace of Pentacles. The Queen of Wands. The Four of Cups. Ooh, you're attracted in an opportunity, but you're ignoring it, or you didn't mean to. Like, I don't think you consciously manifested it. But you did, and it's here. So what are you going to do about it, Taurus? Now, it could be a person, it could be a place, it could be an opportunity or something like that. Like, it's Ace of Pentacles. It's just something real in your environment. So if it's a person, it's someone standing right in front of you. Not literally now while you're watching this. Or if they are, put the phone down and engage in conversation, Taurus. But come straight back and get the rest of your reading, okay? But it's not like that. It's like, you know, it's an opportunity. It's something you can actually do. You know, it's not theory. It's something in reality. And you attracted it in. You didn't mean to, though, but you did. Okay, I'm going to go in the Ace of Cups and see how you feel about this. Okay, can we get the Ace of Cups, please? How's Taurus feeling about this opportunity? The Ace of Cups. Taurus feeling about this opportunity, please. The Ace of Cups. The Emperor. The Queen of Cups. The Page of Swords. You like it a lot. It, them, whatever this is. Heart's in it. Makes your heart feel full. It's steady and reliable, whatever this is. It could very much usually be a job. It actually could be promotion to like a leadership position or something like that. If it's not a job and it's a person, this is someone very reliable, steady and stable. That just makes your heart flutter there, Taurus. The only thing is you need more information. I think before you actually start emotionally investing in whatever this is, Page of Swords, you need more information. Okay. Right, let's get the Ace of Wands then for Taurus, please. Can I get the Ace of Wands for Taurus? It's like you daren't let yourself hope yet till you got more information. And then it's all systems go. Right. Can I get the Ace of Wands, please? Can I get... Whoa. That's too many, guys. Come on. We've only got like 10 minutes in each section. The Six of Swords then. It's like Spirit went, fine, just take the Six of Swords. The Hierophant. This is a potentially life-changing opportunity. For real. It changes your life over time, though. It's not something like, you know, one day you're working at McDonald's, the next day you're the CEO of the company on a boat somewhere in the Caribbean. And no, it's not like that. It's just slow change over time. Temperance is time. Also could be an opportunity coming for you in Sag season, which we have just entered. And then the Hierophant, it's about your structures. It's about routines, day-to-day, contracts. So again, this could be very much work related for many of you. Maybe a promotion up to a leadership position, and if that's the case, it's a promotion that just keeps on going. That leads to something else, that leads to something else, that leads to something else, that leads to something else. For those of you where this is a person, it is you meet this person, then you make this friend, and or you move to this place, so you end up living in this house. Like it's then a sequence of events just from meeting them that sends you on a completely different trajectory. But it's actually a really nice trajectory. A lot of abundance in there, stability and growth, personal growth and material growth. Okay, can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please, for Taurus? Obviously, that part is going to take longer than a week, but see, the wheels are beginning to turn in motion for that this week with Taurus. Can I get the Ace of Pentacles there, please? The Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles, please. The Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. Personal abundance. Nine of Pentacles. The Three of Wands opens up your horizons to new things, which lead to personal abundance. And the Ten of Pentacles. I called it, Taurus. Did I call it? All right. Been doing this a long time, guys. All right. So, yeah, Ten of Pentacles. That's personal and family wealth, inheritance, hierarchies, family, tradition, home. So whatever it is that you're doing here doesn't just benefit you personally. That's the Nine of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles also benefits everyone around you as well. So I think that this is a work thing. If not, it's meeting, I don't know, it's the person you want to marry. There's something like that. There's something like whatever it is you're doing now sets you on a path long term to success in whatever it is you're focused on at this time, Taurus. Okay, I'm going to get a challenge in each of the areas. A challenge are just little nudges from the universe, a little heads up if anything's coming your way, just to help you get from where you are to where it is you're meant to be. Right, can I get the Ace of Swords, please? Challenge for the Ace of Swords. A challenge for the Ace of Swords. Yeah, new life coming in. Judgment on its side. Not here yet, though. So for some of you, this opportunity hasn't even cost you yet. But the whole thing is being framed as a challenge. So whatever it is, I don't think it's going to be easy. But, you know, the rewards are going to be fantastic. Okay, yeah, your challenge for the Ace of Cups is the Two of Wands. Well, we get to Three of Wands here. So actually opening your energy up to this. But like I said, you need more information. So that's why you're kind of struggling to open up to it fully. You're a little bit like, is this too good to be true? When I, you know, see the contract or get the T's crossed and the I's dotted, then you'll start like believing in it. In the moment, it's just like a heartfelt wish, like, oh, maybe, oh, the possibility is there, but it's happening, Taurus. It's happening. Okay, your challenge with the Ace of Wands is the Hermit on its side. So at some point you're being recognized for something, or at least this is the end of you being solo. Again, on top, the Hermit's on his side, so that's not coming yet. The Hermit is a solitary figure who's withdrawn from the world to do inner healing through self-knowledge. I think you've been on that kind of journey already, Taurus, but when we're in that cocoon phase, we're often overlooked here in the 3D because, you know, your energy sinks inwards, you go quieter. It's very, very healing. It's lovely being in cocoon energy. But then at the minute, when this opportunity comes in, you're going to have to come out of that energy. You have to go to transmorph into your butterfly there, Taurus. Might be a bit of a struggle for you to do that. There may be something about self-belief, self-worth here. Is this worthy of me? Can I do this thing? Am I good enough for this person? Whoever it is or whatever it is. It might be a bit of a stumbling block for you there. But I mean, we know you get there because you've got the Nine of Pentacles over here. Okay, and yeah, your challenge for the Three of Wands. So it's something about you having not Three of Wands. Yeah, the Three of Wands is a challenge for the Ace of Pentacles. Your challenge is actually opening up to this opportunity and believing in it. There's something about this where you're like, I don't believe it. It's too good to be true. I can't really trust it. Can I open up to this? Yes, you can. It's just such a big change that, yeah, I understand why you might be a bit on the fence about it. Okay, can we please get some universal advice for Taurus, please? Universal advice for Taurus. Universal advice for Taurus, please. Universal advice for Taurus. Universal advice for Taurus, please. Universal advice for Taurus. Universal advice. The journey, which is actually death, which is major transformation, yeah. The pole star. Your path's changing. What did I say? That's just the star card. New path. New goal, new aspiration. Three of Wands. You saw it here first, Taurus. That's why you come to Esotera Tarot. Three of Wands again. You're being stalked by the Three of Wands, Taurus. Well, you're struggling to open up to something coming your way because it's scary, because it's big and it's a big change, and it's going to require all your time and skill or all your energy to connect or whatever or whoever this is. But it's going to send you somewhere absolutely amazing. So I just take it, just see how you go, just rock and roll. You know, the journey's coming in. The choice is yours, Taurus. You can stay where you are, keep everything the same. You know, no one's going to punish you for that. But it could turn into a big old what if, because this looks like something huge in a good way. Okay, Taurus, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. Thank you so much for joining me here in the Zen Den, Taurus. You know I love having your energy here as usual. I mean, I'm quite excited about whatever this is coming in for you. I can see you wobble. I can see you a little bit nervous. You're going to get through it, loves. You are. You got the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles says so. Anyway, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. Until the next one, take care. Okay, next up we've got Gemini. Hi, Gemini. Bear with me. I'm just tidying up the rest of Taurus's cards. I'll be right with you, my loves. How are we doing today? I hope you're good. I hope you're grand. Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your Four Aces reading. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the Four Aces, please go to the timestamp at the beginning of the video where I give a comprehensive explanation of what the Four Aces is and what they mean. For those of you who are familiar, let's just jump straight into your Ace of Swords. Okay, can I please see the Ace of Swords for Gemini, please? The Ace of Swords for Gemini. The Ace of Swords for Gemini. The Ace of Swords for my precious gems. The Ace of Swords. What's on your mind? What are you thinking about, Gemini? The Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. Who just had that in the same place? Taurus. We've got the Knight of Wands, and we've got the Nine of Wands. The Knight of Wands and the Nine of Wands sound very similar, especially when there's any kind of auto just subtitles and stuff. Okay, so an opportunity's come in for you that you are moving towards, but you're kind of coy about it. You've almost gone like, oh, I can look, but do I dare touch? That's kind of your vibe towards whatever this opportunity is, or person, or place. Ace of Pentacles just means something real. So it could be a person, it could be an opportunity, like a job, it could be a place, like maybe a new house. Like, do I dare even go for this? Am I out of my depth here? Can I do this? Is it for me? I really want it, but do I dare touch? That's kind of it, Gemini. Okay, we're going to go into the Ace of Cups, see how you feel about this. Can we see the Ace of Cups, please, for Gemini? The Ace of Cups for Gemini, please. The Ace of Cups for Gemini. The Ace of Cups for Gemini. Justice, okay. The Queen of Wands and the the Eight of Swords. Yeah, it's very similar again in the heart energy. It's like, I mean, look, we've got the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands on the same line there. And then the Ace of Pentacles, Justice. It's like almost like finally this thing came in. It's something you've wanted for a long time. But then you've got 9 and 8 here. Both of them are cards of self-entrapment in some way. So the Nine of Wands is trapped by, at least in this context of this reading, trapped by his own emotions and fears from the past. And then the Nine of Swords is trapped in the mind of thinking. So if there's anything wrong with what's coming in towards you at the moment, Gemini, that you actually feel very warmly towards, you feel warmly towards it. Any doubts are just coming from you, not coming from anyone else. They're not coming from anyone around you. This opportunity or person or whoever has come in because that's what you deserve. For better or worse, Gemini. I'm getting for better because it's something that you're really pleased to see. And you feel relief upon its arrival. Finally. Oh, it's here, but oh, do I dare go for it now that it is? Something that's been a dream or a concept for you for so long is now here in the reality. Kind of freaking you out a little bit, Gemini. Not going to lie. Okay, what do you want to do about it, though? Let's look at the Ace of Wands. Can we just get the Ace of Wands for Gemini, please? And I do apologise, Gemini. As you know, our planets are in retrograde, so I'm a little bit slow on my words. And I'm also still getting over a cold. Okay, can I please get the Ace of Wands for Gemini, please? The Ace of Wands for Gemini. What are you going to do about it, Gemini? The Five of Wands, you're going to fight about it. That's what you... Fight Club. Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. Yeah. It's going to be hard. I think that's why you're like, am I worthy of this? There's a conflict. I don't think this conflict is with other people, though. Because in your worries, you're just showing me worries that you've put in place for yourself. Not actually worries that other people have placed on you. You know this is going to be good for you, the Queen of Pentacles. So you know you can get something real out of this. It's going to be good for you. You're worried about other people having a problem with it, though, whatever it is. Or other people vying for that. It's almost like once I reach the top and everyone's trying to get my position, so should I even bother being at the top? Because I'm just going to have to constantly defend my position all the time. That's kind of what that is. I'm glad to see your mental energy is calming right down, though. Your mind energy is being soothed. I think whatever this is you do take this opportunity. That's the Queen of Pentacles. You take it. And I think as you take it, yeah, you have a little bit of a wobble with the Five of Wands there. But ultimately, your mental energy is calming down, though. But I think it's because that's now, your mental energy is now being shifted into physical energy. And I think this is just you getting on with whatever it is. And obviously it's not easy when you're taking on something new. As much as you want it, no matter how exciting it is, there's always that little wobble period while you're readjusting to a new life and a new routine. Or a new whatever it is you're going for. Okay, can I get the Ace of Pentacles? What is the outcome here? The Ace of Pentacles. For Taurus, please. Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles for Taurus. Ace of Pentacles. Not Taurus, Gemini. Sorry, my lovely Geminis. Alright, okay. Maybe some of you have Taurus placements. Okay, can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please, for Gemini? The King of Cups. The King of Wands. The Two of Swords. Unintended consequences of this. Which is, you know, whatever the competition or frustration you've got here, you win out because you've got the Ace of Wands. Okay, so that's been put to bed. You're going to be fine. King of Cups, your heart space grows for whatever this is. You actually become a stronger, more emotionally invested in whatever or whoever this is coming towards you. Something that you didn't expect, because you actually start off a little bit disconnected from it. Almost like you're kind of going through the motions. But it's because of what's going on down here. You're emotionally disconnected because you're so worried about either how you're perceived or whether or not you're worthy of whatever's going on. But then you just decide to just think, oh, I'll just crack on with it. And as you do, you actually start to realise, yeah, I am not only just worthy of this, I'm absolutely smashing it. And confidence just goes from strength to strength from there. Okay, or if it's not a situation, it's a person, yeah, this person absolutely adores me. Why did I think for a second I'm not good enough for them? Or something like that. Okay, can I get the Ace of Swords? Now, I'm going to pull some challenges for you, Gemini. These are just a little droplets from the universe, things that might be coming towards you that you might need to watch out for. But it's all to get you from where you are to where you're supposed to be. Okay, can I get a challenge for the Ace of Swords there, please? We've got the Knight of Swords in reverse. It's managing your mental energy. Your mental energy is going to be going a million miles an hour. You just need to calm down that mental energy around it, especially when it first comes in. So you're going to get real excited about it. I want to do something straight away, and then maybe not. But we have to calm down before we make any moves. Okay, the challenge for the Ace of Cups is, yeah, the Eight of Swords. Couldn't have said it any more better myself there, Gemini, in your own head. I mean, you are a Swords sign. I know you like it up there in your head. But you've got to get out of it and actually see the bigger picture. You've got a very narrow scope on whatever this is coming in for you. And I think it's because you, for some reason, don't think you deserve it, even though you absolutely do deserve it. And you know you deserve it. But you're like, but do I really? Yeah, you do. Right, so the Ace of Wands, we've got the Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, that's you not having confidence there. Confidence, self-belief, feeling of self-worth. That's going to be a challenge for you as you go along. But I see you sorting that out with the King of Pentacles. Sorry, the King of Cups over there. because you get a genuine love for whatever this is or whoever this is, and it kind of just gives you a little boost with the Ace of Wands. But something about, yeah, you shrinking away from your light here, or maybe to make other people feel comfortable, or because you don't want to be seen doing certain things, maybe you'll get them wrong. I'm getting it's more self-confidence, self-worth. You need more self-love there, Gemini. And then the Three of Swords on its side. Yeah, it's like maybe it could work, maybe not. I think some of you, maybe you want to guarantee, like, oh, if I do this, will it definitely work? Like, what am I getting? It's like analysis paralysis. You don't know until you try. And I think the proof is going to be in the pudding in this one for you, Gemini. As you go along on this journey, you'll prove to yourself that you're more than capable and worthwhile of going on it. But you won't know that until you actually start the journey and accept whatever this is that's coming in. Right, can I please get some universal advice for Geminis, please? Universal advice for Gemini? Universal advice for Gemini, please. Universal advice for Gemini. Universal advice for Gemini, please. Universal advice for Gemini. Oh, okay. We've got the Woodward, which is the Hermit. I'm not surprised there. We've got the Nine of Arrows, which is the Nine of Swords, reversed. Good. And we've got the King of Arrows, Kingfisher. Good. Right, okay. You need to really go within. And not in the way you're currently doing it, Gemini, which is ruminating. No, you need to do some healing with the Hermit. Look at things for how they actually are, not what that negative voice in your head is telling you they are. Look what they actually are. Be your own evaluator and critic. Okay? To look at yourself as your friends see you, as your family see you, as the people who love you see you. In fact, maybe even ask them, you know, if you're such inclined. You need to reflect on who it is you are, your inner power here, Gemini. Actually stop getting out of your head and listening to negative thoughts in your head. That's the Nine of Arrows in reverse. Right next to the King of Arrows, King of Swords, he's the King of Truth. Look at the truth of the situation. Look at the truth of who it is that you are. You start realising who it is that you are, and that actually helps you in strengthening yourself to who it is you're supposed to be, who you've been put on earth to be. Okay, Gemini, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up. If it resonated with you, thank you so much for your energy here. I absolutely love it when you come chill with me in the Zen Den. And until next time, guys, take care. Hi Cancer, and welcome to your 4 Aces reading. Sorry for that little time jump there. I'm still getting over a cold, so I have to take some like little breaks in between. Anyway, back to you, Cancer. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the 4 Aces, please check the beginning of the video where there's a timestamp where I explain the spread. For those of you who are familiar, let's just jump into your Ace of Swords. Okay, right, can I get the Ace of Swords for Cancer, please? The Ace of Swords for Cancer. Can I please get the Ace of Swords for Cancer, please? What's on your mind, Cancer? What are you thinking about? What's going on? Well, go on, Cancer. Let's see. Okay, can I see Cancer, please? Can I see Cancer? Cancer. Messages for Cancer, please. What's Cancer focused on at the moment? Judgment, big changes. Okay. The Knight of Wands and the World. Okay, huge changes. So cycle has ended for you, but I didn't know what happened. But when that cycle closed, you just burst forth with energy right into like a big new transformational energy. So things around you are changing within and without. New trajectory completely. 3 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Maybe you had some assistance on this side of things, or maybe on the other side of things. Okay, right. Let's go for the Ace of Cups. How do you feel about it? Can you show me the Ace of Cups for Cancer, please? The Ace of Cups for Cancer. Queen of Pentacles. The Page of Swords and the Ace of Cups. Clarifying the Ace of Cups. I love it when that happens, Cancer. And that's your element. That's your ace. I love it. So this, whatever this new thing is, no wonder you came bursting out of the gate towards it. It's actually much better than what you left behind. Very fulfilling, very nurturing, grounding energy that you're moving into. Something that is just for you. It's new because you're still gathering information about it. It's almost like your head and your heart got there first, and now you're kind of the rest of you's catching up on whatever this this is, but you absolutely adore and love it. It's like a new sense of freedom where you can do whatever you want. Everything that you do, Cancer, because I mean, of course, you're Cancer, is for the betterment not just of yourself, but for others as well. Because that's what the Queen of Pentacles does, she shares. Okay? So it's like for you and yours, the people closest to you, your homies. But you are still also a little bit wary of maybe another energy that might be trailing along behind. You're kind of looking back a little bit sometimes. So you might be looking back on something painful, or it might be literally a person from your past that you don't want coming back around. A little bit mindful of them, but not too much. Most of your energy is going into you, moving forwards. Your heart is full and connected, and it's a beautiful energy you're in, Cancer. I love it. Okay, so what are we going to do about this? The Ace of Wands there, please. The Ace of Wands. I don't know what it is you're moving towards. It could be a person, it could be a place, it could be a pet plant. All you're telling me is like, this is awesome, Lydia. I never want this to end. Yeah, I need to learn a little bit more about this. It's new to me, but I'm having a blast. Okay, so that's good, Cancer. I like it. I'm happy for you. All right, the Ace of Wands, yeah, the Magician. The Hierophant and the Three of Pentacles. Well, yeah, you show me now with other energies. And now I don't know if these energies were with you the whole time. I'm not clarifying. I don't clarify the 4 aces. But there are other energies involved. Ones that are here to really help you on your mission. I don't know what that mission is. But it's something that you're calling in or manifesting, part of your soul journey here. And it's super exciting. You're really excited about it. You're like, yeah, this is something great. We're building this together. This is going to be new. This is going to be fantastic. Not only going to benefit you, it benefits others as well. And there's other energies cooperating with you in this. Okay, can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please? The Ace of Pentacles. It's like you're all trying to come together using your unique skill sets to get something done. And you're very complementary together. So it's like it's always meant to be. So I always see the Hierophant as well as almost like soul contracts and soul bonds. Not just actual legal, because it also means legal, proper lawyer contracts as well. So, but I'll see that as contracts, soul contracts, and then this is coming across soul contracts, especially with the Magician here, because he talks about the universal energies matching the 3D energies here as well, and that's pretty much how soul contracts work. Can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please? The Ace of Wands. Okay, right. So that whole situation, yeah, soul contract. You've got soul family coming in or here to help you. And they're manifesting in your 3D this week. Now, I don't know if you know, either you will know them already, Cancer, and they're coming to help you with something, or you haven't met them before at all, and they're going to appear at the right time, it seems, for you to do whatever it is you need to do and you're aiming for. Okay, right. Can I please get some challenges? Now, I pull challenges in each of the areas, Cancer. Just a little cosmic nudge from the universe just to show you where it is that you're going and where it is you need to be and any obstacles that might be coming your way. Okay, can I get challenges for the Ace of Swords, please? Challenges for the Ace of Swords. Challenges for the Ace of Swords. Oh, I'll flip right off the desk. Yeah, the Two of Swords in reverse. You're opening up emotionally again. Bit of a struggle for you. It's framed here as a challenge. Maybe not for all of you. I'm getting for most of you. It's kind of you're kind of cool with that. But it's been a long time that you've opened up emotionally to whatever or whoever this is or whatever it is you're doing together here. Now you're telling me it's been a long time. You haven't felt this way in a long time, and it's just going to sit a little bit weird for you at first. I'm not saying it's a full-blown challenge. It's just a little bit odd. It's not odd. That's how it's going to make you feel, because you haven't felt this way for so long. Can I get the Ace of Cups, please? We have the Hanged Man in reverse. Yeah. Yeah, I think some of you might have been cocooning for a little while, but now it's time to take action. You're coming out of that Hangman energy. You might have been waiting on something to complete or something to come to a close, probably this world. Now you're like, okay, hello universe, here I am. I'm Cancer, hear me roar. Or snap. Nice. Okay, can I get the Ace of Wands, please? Yeah, challenging the Ace of Wands is a Five of Swords. I don't know if you have some discord with any of these energies that are around you. Ultimately, I'm seeing cooperation. But some of them might not come aboard as quickly as you want or as quickly as others. Or maybe you had a conflict in the past and that might need healing to actually come to get to this point where it's actually cooperating again. That might have been your world there. It may not be you moving away from an energy. It might be just you changing how your dynamic is with another energy. Now, either way, there might be a little bit of tension in communication between you and another energy here, but I don't see it's a huge issue. Again, overall, this other energy is cooperative to you. And then we've got the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, the Eight of Wands coming in. So some news. Yeah, it's communication back and forth, and also the energetic exchange between one or more individual. It's not going anywhere. Please try not to test that. Some of you might find you testing some people on this. Like, are they as good as their word? Yeah, they are. Four of Pentacles, Six of Cups. Whoever this soul contract is, they're very good on their word. And they say what they mean, and they mean what they say. You trusting that, on the other hand, might be something different. Okay, can I please get some universal advice for Cancer, please? Universal advice for Cancer. We've got the Lovers at the bottom of the deck there as well. Little nod from the universe. Can we please get some universal advice for Cancer, please? Universal advice for Cancer. Whoop. Universal advice for Cancer, please. Which way around are we? Hang on. I like to make sure we're more or less the same way. Don't mind some reversals. I do read reversals. Those of you who have been here before, you know I do. If you're new here, I do read reversals. I like them to be natural. And if I spot someone already reversed, I will put it the right way up. Okay, can I get some universal advice for Cancer, please? Universal advice for Cancer. This Two of Cups, I kept seeing it, and I just the one that was reversed. So I put it the right way around, and came out reversed again. Okay. Universal. Page of Bows reversed. The Nine of Arrows, which is the Nine of Swords. Yeah, of course it is. When you drop this energy that's attached to you, you're going to notice you're going to be thinking about it a lot. It's going to occupy most of your mind here. Now, there's a danger of this affecting the rest of the process if you let that happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen. You have a choice. This isn't going to be forced on you, but it has a potential to happen, and that's what the universe wants to point out. Okay, so what you're going through is just a bit of a discord, not an actual full break, because over it we've just got reverse Page of Bows, which is just a closing off of energy. Next to reverse Two of Vessels, you're closing off from another energy. But as you close off from them, your mind energy kind of goes crazy. You start overthinking, going back over the conversations. You might exchange some harsh words. No. Don't do that. You want this the opposite way around, really. Which is the opening of energy and the dropping of the mental energy. For a harmonious, accordious connection here, Cancer. So it's your choice which way this goes. And obviously there is another energy involved. If they don't want to cooperate with you, then just cut them loose. You know, you're on a mission that's higher than whatever it is that this person's giving you or doing for you. This is ultimately for you, the Queen of Pentacles, and you are welcoming in cooperative energies. But I think you've got one energy here that is not cooperating. I know that sounds kind of threatening. I don't mean that. I'm not saying go out and impose your will on people, Cancer, but you know what I mean. If someone doesn't want to be there, just let them go. They'll come back round if they want to be there. If they don't want to be there and you're kind of guilt tripping or forcing or arguing all the time, it just creates discord. And if there's more members of your group involved, it could be a family, it could be a team, at work, they're also going to be affected, which means whatever it is you're getting together to do is going to be affected as well. So just an extra thing to keep in mind from the universe. Okay, Cancer, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. Thank you so much for chilling with me here in the Zen Den, Cancer. Whoa, Hierophant almost got away. Don't think so, pal. Thank you, Cancer, for being here in the room with me, sharing your energy and your stories with me here today. I absolutely love reading for you guys. Yeah, let me know in the comments below if it's resonated. I like to hear stories too. I'm always hanging out down there. And until next time, guys, take care. Okay, next up we've got Leo. We've got our lovely Leos in the house. How are we doing, Leo? Bear with me. I'm just doing card cleanup. Bear with me as well. Are we still live? We're still good. Right. I've done that before, Leo, where I've started recording other signs, not realising I've stopped recording. But we're not. We're still going. We're still going strong, Leos. Sorry. Bear with me. Let me get to your reading. I'll timestamp this all out anyway, all my waffling. Okay. Hi, Leo. Welcome to your 4 Aces reading. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the 4 Aces, please go to the beginning of the video where I have time-stamped a section that explains how the 4 Aces works. For those of you who are familiar, let's just jump straight into your reading. Start with the Ace of Swords. Okay, can I get the Ace of Swords for Leo, please? The Ace of Swords for Leo. The Ace of Swords for Leo, please. The Ace of Swords for Leo, please. The Ace of Swords for Leo. The Ace of Swords for Leo, please. The Six of Cups, so there's a soul connection here. Love them deeply. Queen of Cups and the Sun, and they make you so happy. Oh, that's nice. Very caring and compassionate energy that you share between each other. This is deep care. This is a very strong bond. I don't know how long it's been going on for. I'm not clarifying, so I'm not really getting any sense of time here. All I'm showing is everything on this connection is above board. There's no smoke and mirrors. You know exactly who this person is. You know exactly where your place is in their life. And you're pretty happy and content about it. And the love is just flowing. The cups are overflowing here for Leo, which is beautiful. I mean, I would go to the Ace of Cups and say, how do you feel about this? But it's becoming quite apparent just from the swords. But let's go there anyway. All right, can we please see the Ace of Cups for Leo, please? The Ace of Cups for Leo. The Ace of Cups for Leo, please. The Ace of Cups for Leo. The Eight of Wands, the Ace of Cups again, and the Queen of Pentacles. They seem to come out a lot under the Ace of Cups, and I do shuffle these cards, guys, so I don't know what's going on there. But this just makes you feel so good. So good. There's something about the way this person speaks to you, Leo. Just lights you up. In all levels. Look, we've got, it's exactly what you want to hear. Wands. Alright. Fire. Now, when I say that, I don't mean that they're, you know, being dishonest or trying to, you know, butter you up, or, I mean, maybe, but, it's just, your heart's bursting wide open for whoever this is. Queen of Cups, Ace of Swords on the same row. But it's the exchange between you that is just so nice. And then you've got the Queen of Pentacles there. Very, very grounding, very stable. And just makes you feel good, because the Queen of Pentacles is about making herself feel good so she can make other people feel good. So this person energy is a person. Not a good situation. No, this is a person. Fills up your cup. Oh, bottom of the deck, 3 of Cups. They're fun too. That's nice. Okay, can I get the Ace of Wands, please? Ace of Wands for Leo. The Ace of Wands for Leo, please. The Ace of Wands for Leo. The 7 of Wands, the 2 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Pentacles. Typical Leo. Mine. This person is a mine. There's a little bit of a possessiveness going on here, Leo. The thing is, because it's you, Leo, it's kind of healthy. That's just the way you're made up. You get your claws into something, and it's very hard for you to let them go. Extremely loyal. When you make a connection, that connection's there for life. You don't mess about when it comes to friends, lovers, family. You are a ride or die, Leo, and you expect nothing less from other people, which is absolutely fair play, Leo. And I kind of love this. You're like, no one else is getting near this. This is mine. This is all for me. Me and this person. We're a little club. Me and them. The Thelma to my Louise. I'm aging myself now, aren't I? It's sweet. I mean, we're not got to the challenges yet. So, I mean, because to me, too much of anything is a bad thing, Leo. We don't want to be suffocating people or grabbing onto anything too tight. But you are allowing some flexibility and movement. You've got the 2 of Pentacles. This is fluid. It also suggests to me, this is what makes it healthy, Leo, that the other person feels the same way about you as well, in some degree to that. So it's reciprocal. All right, can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please? The Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles, please. The Ace of Pentacles. Let's see what's going on there. What's the result? What's going to come out of this? Please let it be good, universe. Come on. Let's do our lovely Leos a solid. Give them a nice outcome here. The High Priestess. Death. The Knight of Wands there. It's not a bad death. This is a good death. Passionate, fiery, lots of changes coming in. I think this might be a relatively new person for you, Leo. Deep spiritual connection. I don't even know if you realise that deep spiritual connection is even there yet. The soul family is 6 cups. With the High Priestess being there on the same row as well. This is a protected energy connection, 7 of Wands. And I know that because you've got the 8 of Wands right here. The energy is just flowing so lovely. And it's almost like it's in its own little cocoon and protected. The universe wants this to flourish as much as you do, Leo. That's the good news. They're sending in death, though, because some changes do need to be made. There is an instability here, very slightly. But I think it's more that this is quite new to you. And then the Knight of Wands is just like determination to keep going with this. I think both of you want to keep this going, keep the fire alive, keep it burning and move forwards. That's why I'm not seeing the King or Queen of Wands. They're more stable, more grounded and more established. We have the Knight of Wands, which is like, I want this to progress. Regardless of any challenges that might come our way, we're together. Like I said, ride or die energy. I love it. Okay, let's get some challenges. These are potential challenges that might come your way, Leo. It's just the universe letting you know where it is you're supposed to be, where it is you're at, and how to get there, right? Okay, can we get the Ace of Swords, please? Challenge with the Ace of Swords. Oh. The Knight of Cups on his side, yes. So it's new. I told you this was new. For some of you, this person hasn't come in yet. They'll be coming in the next 7 to 14 kind of days. That's when I set the intention for these readings. For some of you, you've literally just met. Maybe even 7 to 14 days prior to this reading. This is new, okay? Yeah, I get the Ace of Cups, World on its side. Some of you are closing off cycles, but this person almost represents the other side of that cycle. So when it's like one door opens, one door closes, another one opens. This is where you're at. You're in that in between one closing and one opening. I'm not seeing what you're closing off because we've not gone that way today. Spirit wants you to focus on going forwards, not going on backwards. But it is, yes, related to a cycle you've just closed. Now this one can now open. This would have opened probably sooner, but you were still closing off an old cycle. And I don't say anything should happen, Leo, because everything is under divine timing. Everything happens when it happens, right? Okay, can I get the Ace of Wands, 10 of Pentacles? There might not be, or this may not be the way you normally go about things with this energy. I do believe so about the protectiveness, but it's saying like there might be some kind of habits or things, expectations that you may have put on people in the past. Try not to apply them to this energy. This is different. This person is different to what you've known before. Don't look back on, oh, well, you know, in the past I did this with partners and that with partners that worked. This is a new person, new situation. Also, if you're worrying about anything that happened in your past, let that go. Let that go as well. This person has a real chance or possibility of integrating into your long-term future. So if they're new, and it's romantic, this could potentially be someone you're with for the next 10, 20 years, right? Or till the day you die. If this is a job or opportunity, then you will retire working at this place. That sort of thing. I don't think you don't see that coming yet, though, but you're not going to because, like I said, this is new. Can we get the Ace of Pentacles, 2 of Cups in reverse? There's going to be some distance, probably physical distance between you and this person. Do not worry about that. I'd say to worry if it came out on the upright on this occasion, I'd say maybe you need to worry about this connection. But no, it's reversed. It's the universe just saying, with the High Priestess as well, follow your gut on this one. Okay? Listen to your intuition, listen to your gut. Don't try and overthink. Don't try and get too emotional. If this person isn't around all the time, because like I said, I'm sorry, I've just got to tell you as it is, Leo. Like I'm seeing a little bit of possessiveness here. Okay, you've got to loosen that a little bit. That might be a bit of a challenge for you. Try and loosen that. Let your intuition guide you. Everything's going fine. Things are going to change for you. They might feel a little bit different from what you used to before, but it's all gravy, baby, and all part of the divine plan. Okay? Let the universe handle it. And speaking of the universe, let's ask it for some advice. Hello, universe. Can we please get some advice for our Leos, please? Can we get some advice for our Leos, please? For our Leos. Some advice for our Leos, please. The 3 of Bows, the 3 of Wands, the Hermit, and the 8 of Cups. Yeah, see, the Eight of Cups here isn't emotional detachment, it's emotional rebirth in this deck. That's why I like it for the universal advice, you know. It is based on traditional tarot, but the meanings are slightly different. It's also based on Celtic traditions. So yeah, the Three of Bows is opening up your energy field to attracting what it is that you actually want and need. If you notice, the Three of Bows man in this deck is actually very, very similar to the Magician. He has an understanding that the more open he is, the more likely he is going to bring in some really good stuff. And he also might reel in some crap as well, but he'll deal with that as it goes along. The Hermit is like almost like that sorting area. That's like, do I need this? Do I want this? Do I throw that? Do I keep that? That's what you kind of do with your energies at the moment, and Leo. Try and get them a little bit under control and keep you on the right track. And then the Eight of Vessels. This is actually an emotional rebirth. So you're actually disconnecting from an old way of thinking. Like I said with the Ten of Pentacles here. You're disconnecting with an old way of thinking, an old way of doing something, an old routine, in order to be able to invite something new in and actually experience this emotional rebirth with this person, and also, more importantly, within yourself as well. Okay, Leo, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. I absolutely love your energy here in the Zen Den with me, Leo. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next time, guys. Take care. Okay, right, next up we've got Virgo. Hello, my lovely Virgos. Bear with me a second. I'm just clearing away Leo's cards. I'll be right with you, my darlings. Thank you for joining me in card cleanup. I hope you're all well. I hope you're amazing. I hope you're doing okay in the retrograde. I forgot to check in with Geminis. If there's any Geminis over here or have strong Gemini placements, checking in on you guys. Make sure you're all right. Retrograde season's almost at close though. At the time of recording, we've only got a couple more days. So hang on in there, guys. We're almost there. I know we've got a bit of post shadow in December, but it's going to be fine. We're going to be good. Right, okay. Hi, Virgo. Welcome to your Four Aces reading. For those of you unfamiliar with the Four Aces, please go to the beginning of the video where I explain everything. For those of you who are familiar, then we're just going to jump straight into your Ace of Swords. Okay, can I get the Ace of Swords for Virgo, please? The Ace of Swords for Virgo. The Ace of Swords for Virgo, please. The Ace of Swords for Virgo. The Ace of Swords for Virgo, please. The Ace of Swords for Virgo. The Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords for Virgo, please. Justice. The Three of Cups and the Knight of Swords. Okay, so there's another energy, possibly multiple, on the table here. If everything feels good, you actually feel okay with it. Your mind energy is quite calm. However, you're showing me there that it used to be a little bit chaotic. That you balanced it out over another energy. You actually chilled about it now. There was some mild panic in the immediate past over someone kind of casual or a friend or multiple friends or your community or your family or something. So over a group or possibly someone who is just kind of like casual if it's just one energy. But you feel good about it. You're like, this feels right. This feels balanced and I'm okay with this. I don't know what that wobble was down there with the Knight of Swords, something fast. Your head was kind of going around in circles over something, but it kind of evened out. I don't know if this energy came in and kind of soothed you in a way of like telling you something or spending time with you, and you're like, no, I'm fine now, everything's okay. So it's almost like you were thinking something, you kind of rushed towards them with it, they reassured you, and now you're fine. That kind of energy. It doesn't have to be exactly that, but that's the vibe. Okay, can I get the Ace of Cups? How are you feeling about this? What's going on? Let's get in that Ace of Cups, please, Virgo. Can you show me the Ace of Cups for Virgo, please? The World. Okay, so you've closed off a cycle. There's also a new cycle beginning to start. Which, to be honest, if you're an overthinker, Virgo, which, come on, we're talking to the Virgos here. And I'm a Virgo, so I'm not being rude. Like, we're self-aware, Virgos. Virgos are very self-aware. So it might be closing off just the cycle of overthinking about your connections. Quite simply. It doesn't have to be closing off the cycle with a person or anything like that. Okay, let's get a few more for that though. Queen of Cups. Oh yeah, this is a bit of that. And the Two of Wands. You're trying to relax a little bit. You're like, okay, right. So this is a situation with this group of people or this casual person. I'm not going to go there with some of my emotions that I might have already done, or I'm not going to let my mind run away with itself. I'm just going to relax and trust the universe. And you're doing that via trusting your heart to know that everything's okay. So at the moment you think everything's okay and you feel everything's okay, the Queen of Cups. So you're like, that's good enough for me. You don't really need them to turn up with, you know, a song and a dance or stand under your window with a boombox. I'm aging myself again, guys. You're just trusting everything's okay because you feel okay. And that's beautiful, Virgo. It takes people a long time to get there. Some never do. Okay, can I get the Ace of Wands, please? Can I get the Ace of Wands, the Four of Cups, Queen of Pentacles? That's your card. That's your Queen. Moving on. Where are you going, though, Virgo? You're ignoring someone. There's some other stuff going on in your background that you're not paying attention to. You're in a bit of a protective mode. You're like saying to me, like, if it's got bullshit on it, I'm not interested. I think this is in regards to whatever energy this is, but then also other things in your surroundings, maybe stuff at work, maybe things at home. That you're like, I'm just tired of dealing with shit and other people's crap. I just want to focus on the really nice things that are for me, and I just want to move forward with that. Okay, well that's within your right, Virgo, as you should. Okay, can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please? The Ace of Pentacles. You're just focusing on what feels nice for you. Can I get the Ace of Pentacles? The Ace of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles. Well, Virgo. Not only do we have the marrying King and Queen on the table, they're your King and Queen. How about that? How about them apples? Okay, the Magician. There you are again. You're all over your own reading, Virgo, which is beautiful. And a King of Wands. Okay, we're diversifying, but you have a lot of court cards on the table, Virgo. We're only missing the Queen of Wands and obviously the Swords, this is. The Swords couple, the King, Queen of Swords, they're not here. You're focused on very much on how you feel and what you can see around you. So with you, Virgo, because you're an earth sign, the King and Queen of Pentacles isn't just material reality, it's also how you feel about yourself. Queen of Cups, you're feeling really good. King of Wands, passion, hello. I mean, I'm kind of not really mentioning it. I mean, you know how I feel about the King of Wands, Virgos that have been here before. But you're using your King of Wands energy in a really positive way here. You're like, I'm allowing myself to have some fun with this. Because you trust that it's stable, whatever it is. But you trust it from your instincts. And by keeping negative noise and thoughts and feelings out of your head, unless it has some substantial basis in reality, like you saw someone doing something bad, now you feel bad about it, yeah, you'll act on it. But if it's just a random voice in your head or a gut feeling with no substantial evidence to it, you're like, no, I don't want anything to do with that. Okay, I'm going to bring some challenges into your reading here. The challenges are just a universal nudge, obstacles that might be coming in your way to get you from where you are now, Virgo, to where it is you're meant to be. Right, can I get the Ace of Swords challenge, please? Challenge for the Ace of Swords. The challenge for the Ace of Swords. Oh, did you see that? That was the Knight of Cups. He just flashed up and then went back again. Oh, he didn't want to come out though. Okay. Six of Wands. You're not telling many people about this because you're not allowing it, even though it feels right to you, you're not really allowing yourself to feel very good about it. You're not allowing yourself to enjoy it, not up here anyway. You try not to think about it in that way. You try to just be like, yeah, no, it's good, it's all good. You probably allow yourself glimpses of this, but overall, you're not allowing yourself to feel good about it and just think, oh yeah, this is nice. And you're not really telling many people about it, probably because you're not allowing yourself to feel good about it, and that's trust. Essentially, you don't trust whoever or whatever this is to stick around, maybe. Okay, can we get the Ace, a challenge for the Ace of Cups? Yeah, relax. The Knight, we've got the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is probably the most intense card there is, and he's only a page, but he's like paranoid. Like, don't be. I mean, often his paranoia is justified. I'll give him that, 50% of the time at least. But it's like a tension here, like you're bracing yourself for something to happen. Chill. Okay, we've got the Ace of Wands, the challenge. Yeah, there she is. There's our good old gal, the Queen of Wands. I don't think the Swords are going to make an appearance, the King and Queen of Swords. But we've got two. You got two court couples and the Queen of Cups. This is very strong. If this is a partnership, extremely strong. You meet each other physically with the Pentacles, emotionally with the Cups, or at least one of you is. But also then physically in other ways with the Wands couple. This is a physical, spiritual, mental, and emotional connection. Well, I don't think you're not quite mental there. They're not there, and the Cups are just turning on. The heart energy is just turning on. Okay, right. Why is this a challenge? I don't think that you realise how much of a match this person is to you. So you're kind of overthinking it a bit. Like, instead of just feeling your way through the connection, don't think your way, just feel your way through, okay? Like the Ace of Pentacles, yeah, Two of Swords. Two of Swords. Your heart energy is crossed off. You're trying not to get emotionally invested in this, but I think it's a slippery slope, Virgo. And I think you're going to anyway. But it's almost like putting less of an onus on it and just enjoying the process for what it is. And just having fun. You feel that it's stable, so trust that feeling, trusting your gut. Right, can I get some universal advice for Virgos, please? Some universal advice for Virgos, please. Universal advice for Virgo. Universal advice for Virgo, please. We've got the Queen of Wands in reverse. I was saying, you've got that problem. It's like the energetic match. You've been able to draw this in. You're having confidence over this. Everything's going to be fine. And also having fun. The Queen of Wands likes to have fun, you know. They're the fun couple. And you've got a lot of potential to have fun with this other energy. If you seize that part of yourself and don't seize up thinking it's all going to go wrong, you know? All right, and then we've got the Seven of Arrows in reverse. That's good. That's balanced. That's insecurity. Ten of Stones in reverse. Insecurity. So I reversed those, but they came out reversed. All of them are reversed, but I'll take them reversed. It is what it is, Virgo. Right, insecurity here. What I was literally just saying about is insecurity here. And I know that Queen of Bows in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse. But you're dropping it though. You're dropping it, which is good. And then we've got the Ten of Stones in reverse. We've got the Ten of Stones. No, did we have the Ten of Stones come out? No, we didn't. The Ten of Stones in reverse. Something about your material environment not being quite where it is. And that might be feeding this insecurity. Like, I'm not worth as much as they are because I don't have as much as they are. Or maybe I'm not in the same hierarchy or league as them. It's almost like that. Which you need to drop because it's not true. The universe brought this person in because you resonated at the same frequency. That's how it works. So you're not like, you know, they're not too good for you or anything like that. You have absolutely everything that this person wants, needs. They're connecting with you happily. It seems like a really balanced connection. Fun, stable. We've got loads of the court card matches. I don't know what else the universe needs to do to convince you that this is a good match for you, Virgo. So, but you know, you take it or leave it. You are blessed with the gift of divine will. Okay, right, Virgo, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. Thank you so much for joining me here at Esotera Tarot, Virgo, and until the next one, take care. Hi Libra, and welcome to your 4 Aces reading. Sorry for that little time warp I did there. Just had to have a little refreshment break, but we're back in the room with your reading. For those of you who are familiar with the 4 Aces, then we're going to start with your Ace of Swords. If you're unfamiliar, then go to the beginning of the video where there's a little timestamp where I explain what everything means, and then just pop back here for the rest of your reading. Okay, let's look at the Ace of Swords for Libra, please. The Ace of Swords for Libra. The Ace of Swords for Libra, please. The Ace of Swords for Libra. The Ace of Swords for Libra, please. The Ace of Swords for Libra. Okay, what are you thinking about Libra? What's on your mind? Let's have a look. Ace of Swords for Libra, please. The Ace of Swords for Libra. The Ace of Swords for Libra. The Emperor, okay. The Moon. And the Devil. Oh, Libra, this is deep. You're trying to get mastery over your negative thinking or unhelpful thought patterns. You're really rooting them out there. You're going deep within. You're looking at your subconscious energies. You're looking at things you've done, things you did in the past, ways of thinking, the ways of being, particularly around your attachments, and you're really trying to take charge of them and not be your own person. You're already your own person, but remember who it is you are. Wow. Lots of powerful energy. It's like you've identified where you might have had some unhealthy things come up. and you're overcoming them. And not just overcoming them, seeing how you can use them to your advantage even. So you're really kind of actualizing there, Libra. I like it. All right, can I get the Ace of Cups? What's going on in there? The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups will tell us what's brought this about. Libra, what's in your Ace of Cups? The Queen of Swords. Yeah, that'll do it. The Six of Cups. Oh, okay. And the Lovers. Oh, okay. Deep soul connection and soul bond here. That has triggered this for you. Very deep bond, imprinted on you there almost, Libra. You've come to an inner truth about it. And that would be something you're attaching to. I kind of picked up on that. I don't know whether or not this is an active connection for you. I'm not clarifying, or it's just someone from the past that's imprinted on your present somehow. You're reflecting over that. Usually that's what happens. Usually the connection's gone and then it gives you space to reflect, but it very much could still be an active connection. Someone changing and healing with. Okay, right. Can I get the Ace of Wands? What do you feel about it, Libra? Let's go to the Ace of Wands. What's your intention here? Why? What's this all about? What's this all for? Now get the Ace of Wands for Libra, please. The Ace of Wands for Libra. The Empress. There we go. The Five of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. You want to be very careful on who you connect to in the future. If the connection doesn't feel good, you're out. Empress, that's the energy you want. Emperor to Empress, this is a power couple. You're looking for your energetically equal match. You won't accept any less than you give. That's probably what you have done in the past. Accepted less than you received less than you gave out. Often the case. And again, wish I was clarifying, because I don't know if this energy is active or not, but it's definitely been at least a trigger point for you to actually look at this and actually make the decision to, only entertain other energies that are on board to help you grow, evolve, and be productive in whatever it is you're doing. Same for them. It's like you take care of your business, they take care of their business, and then together you take care of your joint business, rather than you taking care of all the business and someone coming along for the ride. Five of Pentacles. That's dragging down the Empress. You're like, no more agreeing to connect with people or partner up with people that aren't going to give me what it is that I deserve. Oh, nice, Libra. That's lovely. Okay. And you've taken some responsibility for it as well. You're not sitting here blaming everyone else, blaming the world. Like, no one gives back to me. No, it's none of that. You've gone within and you've seen where you've accepted the behaviours. You've consented to it. And I think you've realised that now. So you're moving forward with this new energy and you're like, I will not consent any less than I deserve. Okay, good. All right, can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please? Can I get the Ace of Pentacles? Can I get the Ace of Pentacles? The Ace of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles. The Two of Swords and the Three of Swords. Okay, no, I don't think this connection is present. You just told me. Okay, thank you. This is an old connection, but they're still very much with you emotionally and spiritually as well. A huge teacher. I'd say that this was almost like a karmic soul tie. If you don't know what one of those is, Google it. It's like, no, don't Google it. I'll tell you, Libra. I'll save you the trouble. For those of you who don't know, a karmic soul bond is like similar to a soulmate. Whereas soulmates kind of stick with you through everything thick and thin. They're like companion buddies. A karmic soul bond just comes in to teach you lessons. So they're not to stay with you throughout your whole journey. They're just here at certain trigger points throughout your lifespan to kind of awaken certain things within you so that they can be brought to the surface and healed. And that seems to be exactly what's happened to you here, Libra. Three of Swords, people always forget, it's also the card of healing. It's truth, piercing an illusion. And then the Two of Swords is like, you show me, do you know what, until I've healed all this properly and it's all gone, you're kind of just focusing on other things other than connecting with other people. You're actually focusing on work. Things you can control. Things where you put your energy in and you get something back from it. So work is usually a good point. You put in the hours, you get paid. But you're like, your heart is closed off. I don't think your heart's closed off to you. I think your heart's fully open to you and spirit. But you're like, to other energies wanting to come in, I'm not quite there yet. Okay, that's fair enough, Libra. You've been on a big healing journey. You've come to some realizations and it's good. It's all good. Right, let's move some challenges. I want some challenges moving towards you. It's just to get you from where you're at to where it's supposed to be. Right, this Knight of Cups keeps popping up. And the Three of Pentacles. I'm putting them back in. But just a note in case we see them again. Okay, right, can I please get some challenges? It just means there are cooperative energies out there for you, Libra. They're just not ready to pop their head out yet. Oh, we've got the Queen of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I think for a while you were disconnected to your heart and now they're bringing that back online. Not fully online, though. You've also had your heart battered and bruised about a bit. That will do it for a while to disconnect from it. You've probably been in your head quite a bit as well. And that's been why the challenge has been for you to identify where it is that you've allowed such things to happen, because there's low self-compassion here and self-love. And I think the more you direct that energy of love from outwards to other people within yourself, towards yourself, get that Queen the right way round, things will become a lot easier for you. Right, the challenge for the Ace of Cups is, yeah, the Two of Wands in reverse. At one point, you felt that this connection was like the only one for you. This was it. I found my person. And that wasn't the case. It was supposed to make you feel like that, Libra, so you get the lesson. But they're not your person, no. So you need to stop the focus on them, start just opening that back up on yourself, and then over time, you might be able to focus on others, should you wish to do so. Right, the Ace of Wands, the challenge is the Sun. Struggle to be happy at the minute. And it's also to find happiness. There's almost a pursuit of happiness here for you, Libra. It's going to take you a little while. You're going to be on this road for a little while, but it's all good. It's actually really gentle, nice healing. There's also clarity coming over the situation, like I said, where you have allowed yourself to be mistreated, misused, and your love to be misappropriated. And you say no more to that, which is great. And then the Ace of Pentacles challenge, there he is. Knight of Cups, opening your heart out again to someone else, something else, whatever this is. There's no rush on that, Libra, so I'm not seeing that that's an issue unless there is something you want to connect to and you're struggling to open up your heart. But at the moment you're telling me no, but I think that will come on the table for you at some time. So enough for the universe wanting to warn you about that. So get to healing, and then the quicker you can welcome in what it is you are looking for and what's good for you. Okay, can I get some universal advice, please, for Libra? Can I get some universal advice for Libra, please? Universal advice for Libra. Oh, we're all over the shop. Universal advice, please, for Libra. Universal advice. The pole star in reverse. Yeah, you're going to feel a little bit lost at the minute. That's understandable. Yeah, there we go. The Two of the Lovers again, and the Seven of Arrows, insecurity. There was deception in this connection in the past, and I think you're just coming to terms with that. I think you're just kind of just understanding that that path with them was not the path you were supposed to be on. You were for a short time to get the lesson, like I said, a karmic, but not overall. No, you weren't supposed to continue on with them forever. And yeah, it's heart aching. You might have felt a little bit deceived by whoever this was here in the 3D, but it was all part of a larger karmic lesson. This person came in as a teacher, not as a long-term lover or partner or business partner or family member or whatever. They're a teacher for you. You're just kind of untangling exactly what it was that the lesson was, what you've learned. And you kind of, schools it in, Libra. But you get there. You get into graduation right there with the Knight of Cups. So I'm not worried about your Libra, Okay, Libra, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up. I really hope that it resonated with you, Libra. And as usual, I love having your energy here with me. Thanks for chilling with me in the Zen Den. And until next time, take care. Okay, next up we have Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio. 1 second. I'm just clearing away Libra's cards. I'll be right with you. How you doing? We are only just out of Scorpio season. I hope you all had wonderful birthdays, guys. I do. Now, let's see what's coming for you in this new year, this new birth year of your Scorpio. Well, this isn't a yearly reading. This is for the next 2 weeks. Let's see how we're kicking off just out of Scorpio season. See how you guys have been doing. Okay, right, 1 second. Bear with me, Scorpio. Let me just have a little bit of my coffee. My power-up juice. Okay, Scorpio, welcome to your 4 Aces reading. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the 4 Aces, there is a timestamp section at the beginning of the video where I explain it all. For those of you who are familiar, let's just jump into your Ace of Swords. Oh, okay. I had to just kind of let that fall because it wasn't shuffling right. Now, should we try that again, Scorpio? I wasn't happy with that one. Okay, can we please get shuffle on for Scorpio? Let's get on with Scorpio. The Ace of Swords, please. Ace of Swords for Scorpio. The Ace of Swords for Scorpio, please. The Ace of Swords for Scorpio. 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 The Six of Wands. We wish. The Six of Swords, Death, and the Seven of Swords. You uncovered a deception with another energy that ended the connection. Now you're moving on. Very clear, Scorpio. I like it. Let's just move on to the Ace of Cups. I hate when it's short, but I like it also because it's very strongly straight to the point. There's no other way of beating around the bush. The energy's right there on the table. There was a deception, something deceptive, something you didn't expect. It could be a deception in the terms of, I thought I'd be with this person for the rest of my life, and no, it turns out I'm not. Or you literally uncovered a deception, like cheating or a second life somewhere, or maybe they're, you know, draining your bank accounts. It could be literally anything, but it caused the end of whatever the connection was, and you're now moving away. Okay, right. Can I get the Ace of Cups? How you feeling about that, Scorpio? How you feeling about that? That's also you there in the Death card. The Pentacles, okay, that's nice. The Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. You're redirecting the energy that you once gave to that thing into something else. It's far, far more productive. However, it requires you to be all hands on deck with it. So I don't know if this is a distraction. It's almost to distract your heart. You just kind of want something new. You want to move on, not only just physically, but also emotionally as well. So you're pretty much putting your energy into work, which is Three of Pentacles. Because you don't want to think about the end that's just happened to you. It could also be self-deception. So if you were struggling to connect with someone in the past, maybe you deceived yourself into not wanting this. So you're like, no, I want to work instead. That also happens as well. So reverse those energies as you see fit, Scorpio. I think for the majority of you, deception, ending, move on, and now you're just throwing yourself into work because it's a convenient distraction. The thing is, when you do that, I think that's good to do it first, Scorpio, because you don't want everything to fall apart because your connection is falling apart. But also don't try and avoid healing either. Okay. Yeah, but if you're transmuting the energy in a healthy way, which it looks like you are, Scorpio, I think you're absolutely fine. Can I get the Ace of Wands then, please? What are you tending to do though? Yeah, you're distracted, but what are you going to do about it? Are you going to come out and heal? Are you going to build an empire with this distraction energy? What is it you're going to do, Scorpio? Let's find out in the Ace of Wands. Okay, can you show me Ace of Wands? It's flipped itself. Page of Cups in reverse. Queen of Swords. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, you're stopping yourself from going back there. Yeah, you're showing me. You know, you're like, you want to, but you're stopping yourself. You're giving yourself a stern talking to. Look, the Queen of Swords is stopping the Page of Cups, going running back there to whoever that was, reminding you that you didn't get out of that connection what you needed. Five of Pentacles. That's why you're doing this work thing. You've got to go, no, they didn't give me what I needed. I deserve better than that. No, we're not going to reach out to them. No, we're not going to talk to them. No, we're not going to go back there. And you're telling yourself that. No one else is telling you that. Okay, can I get the Page of... Page? No, because I'm looking at the Page of Cups. Can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please, for Scorpio? The Ace of Pentacles. What's the outcome here? What's the outcome going to be? The Ace of Pentacles. King of Swords. Okay, somebody's coming towards you with some news that is going to be very surprising. Queen of Wands. Don't know for sure, because I'm not clarifying. But it looks as though whoever this is might be coming back round with something that surprises you. Tower, Queen of Wands, which is an attractive energy, an energy that's been attracted in, or an energy that you're attracted to. And then the King of Swords is truth speaking as well. He's the only king that looks straight towards you. And you're going to be surprised by whatever this person has to say. And I think it's whoever you disconnected from in the back there. Then back there. It could be you going towards them, but I see you actively trying to stop yourself from doing that. So I don't think it's you. I think it's them. I'd know more if I was clarifying, Scorpio, but I'm not. Okay, I'm going to bring up some challenges in each of these areas for you, Scorpio. These are just little energetic nudges from the universe, just to get you from where you are now to where it is you're supposed to be. Oh, okay, that one then. This is for the Ace of Swords. Oh. We've got the Two of Wands in reverse. You're looking over the past. This one, yeah. Well, you're going to do that. That's quite normal, but don't get stuck there. I think you're mentally kind of stuck in place. Your bodily, you've moved on. You're throwing yourself into work and other endeavours, but mentally you're still right where you were. Okay, right. Can I get the Ace of Cups then, please? A challenge with the Ace of Cups. A challenge with the Ace of Cups. That one. Okay. The Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah. Like, going back to it, is this really the most productive way to move on? You're going to have to look at those emotions at some point, Scorpio, because that's where the healing's done. You can't just throw it all into work. You can throw some of it into work. In fact, that's very useful, and that's what the magician does. You know, he transmutes energy. So when people are heartbroken and then go throw themselves in the gym and get really hench, that's actually positive, because actually increasing the health by, you know, going to the gym and all that. But then it can become too much, to the point where the healing is then being avoided. It's being plastered over with paint, and that's not what you want to do. Remember, the Knight of Swords is the fastest knight on the deck, but it's also the knight of thinking and thoughts and mental energy. And it's in reverse, which means that there's been no movement in thinking about this. You might be avoiding it. In fact, it's more like you're just going over events. It's making you sad, but you're not really untangling why they happened and how you can avoid that happening again. Okay, can I get the Ace of Wands, please? And you're using that to heal and do things differently should the next time arise. That's the whole purpose of the lessons, learning the lessons, not just replaying scenarios, which seems to be a little bit what you're doing at the moment, Scorpio. Sorry, Scorpio, I've just got to say it as it is. All right, this is all for your healing. The universe wants you to know. All right, can I get the Ace of Wands, please? The Ace of Wands. Yeah. Nine of Swords on its side, replaying of scenarios, keeping you up at night, in your head, looking over the past. But in the morning, you get up, you go to work to try and not think about it at all. Because thinking about it's just making you sad. But that's where the healing is, Scorpio. You can't avoid the healing forever. Okay, we've got, you do it a little bit, you get there, you get to the edge of like beginning to heal, and then you retreat. Back into work or back into just replaying old scenarios. Alright, can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please? The Ace of Pentacles challenge, Two of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, just balancing out your own energy. Ooh. Hello? Did you hear that? I just heard a shout. I think it was my husky. See, huskies don't bark. They kind of talk in a weird way, like, oh, I think it was my husky. Sorry, guys, back to your reading. So, yeah, you should balance out your own energy here. And also, the Two of Pentacles in reverse, Two of Pentacles can also mean energetic attachment to somebody else. So I think that this person might be coming in, but it's in reverse. They've not come in yet. They will come back in, and it's going to surprise you. Okay, just make sure you're healed before they get there. Then you'll make the right choice for you and put yourself first, Scorpio. Let's get some universal advice for Scorpios, please. Universal advice for Scorpio, please. Whoa. Okay, right out the gate. Yes, I know, my darlings, I know. All right, the Lovers. What's that? Yeah, the end of the journey. The Knight of Stones, you've got things to learn. Absolutely you do, Scorpio. Absolutely you do. Right, so from the universe, which is essentially from your higher self, Scorpio, it's just basically telling me what happened. Yeah, it ended and I'm hurt now. The Lovers, death. But death here is actually phrased as a journey. You're on a healing journey now. Absolutely you are. It's about to start properly. You're going to put the work in. Knight of Stones. I like that. You're going to take a practical approach to your healing journey there, Scorpio. You're going to take it a day at a time. And you are going to start looking at things. That's what your higher self is telling me. It's also coming from the universe. That's what you should, that would be your best course of action at this time. Steady steps away from this horrible feeling of it's ended to why did it end? How can I prevent that happening again? Now it's time to heal. And then maybe one day open up something new. But this person is going to come in again with something and it's going to surprise you or you're going to surprise yourself. Okay, Scorpio. I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. Thank you so much for joining me here, Esotera Tarot Scorpio. I love your energy in the room. And until next time, guys, take care. Hi Saggy, welcome to your 4 Aces reading. Sorry for my little time warp there, anyone who's watching through from Scorpio. But we're back in the room with your reading now, Sag, starting with your Ace of Swords. Now, if you are not familiar with the 4 Aces, there is a timestamp section at the beginning of the video, Sag, where you can check out what it means and come back. Or if you are familiar, whoa, we'll try that one again. We'll just jump straight into your Ace of Swords. Sorry, Saggy. We kind of went a bit all over the place there. I'm just going to treat that as a mistake because I haven't even gotten started yet. So can we please get some shuffles on for Sag, please? Shuffles for Sag. Okay, can you show me Sagittarius, please? Can we get the Ace of Swords for Sagittarius? I'll make sure we're rocking and rolling. Here we are. Honestly, I've done that so many times, Sag. I think I've pressed record and I haven't. Okay, can we please get the Ace of Swords for Saggy, please? The Ace of Swords for Saggy. What's going on with Sagittarius, please? Sagittarius. The Ace of Swords for Saggy, please. Ace of Swords for Sag. We've got the Chariot. We've got the King of Swords. And you've got the Page of Swords. So you were looking out for some information on something. Or waiting to hear some news. Or something like that. You get the news. And then you're like, aha, now I can move on. I can move forwards with this. Something like that. Or you're waiting on someone to talk to you and they talk to you. You're like, okay, they've spoken to me now we can move forwards. You're anticipating some kind of communication coming in some way. You're waiting for news or looking to find out more information on something before you can proceed on to the next stage. I don't know where you're coming from because I'm not clarifying, but you're looking to move forwards towards something. Hidden energy, the Hermit. So you have kind of been within and kind of in this waiting stage, right? Okay. Right, can we get the Ace of Cups there for Saggy, please? The Ace of Cups for Sag. How do you feel about this news? You showed me your intention, although we'll get more into that when we get over to the Ace of Wands, but let's have a look. How are you feeling about this, Sag, whatever it is? A couple more shuffles, please. Judgment. Two of Cups. The Ten of Swords. Something you thought was over actually isn't over. It was just in a state of change. You know this in your heart. But I think you were waiting for like a confirmation of that from another energy. Probably the other energy that you're attaching to. It's like, is this over? Is it not over? Are we done? Are we not done? Oh, no, we're not done. Oh, okay. So we're moving forwards then. Okay. Well, these things need to change in order to do that in your heart. In your head, you're like, move forward, but in your heart, something about this situation needs to change before you can truly move forward, both heart and head together. Your head's like, yeah, let's go. Your heart is like, yeah, but hang on a minute. Something needs to give here. There needs to be another conversation. A decision needs to be made. Okay, right. Can I get the Ace of Wands, please? The Ace of Wands. I mean, maybe that is the decision you're waiting on, the King of Swords. Maybe you're waiting to have that conversation. Okay, let me have the Ace of Wands. What's your intention here, Sag? What is it you tend to do next, or you will intend to do next, which is or unfolds? Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords. Okay, there we go, and the Knight of Wands. Okay, the conversation is had. We've got the sword scissors on the table. The Mr. and Mrs. Swords. King and Queen, you do have this conversation right in between the Two of Cups. That's lovely placement there. Really nice, equal give and take kind of conversation, getting you both on the same page. It's about how you feel about each other. It's emotional. One of you or both of you thought that it might have been dead in the water. However, it isn't. So one energy just kind of rises to the occasion out of kind of nowhere. Knight of Wands, not out of nowhere. If I was clarifying, I'd say exactly where they're from. But there's like a frustration with one of you, though. Somebody is frustrated. So it's like they say the words. And I kind of think that this might be you, Sag. So they say something, but it's actually met with a lot of softness. Whoever is on the receiving end of this, and it is an emotional exchange, whoever on the receiving end of it is quite kind and compassionate. So I think it actually lands quite gently, despite being something that's like irking you or bothering you or frustrating you or something like that, Sag. Okay, can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please? The Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles. Nice. The Three of Cups. Okay, good. And page 1. Let the good times roll. The good times come back around again for you, Sag. You're fine. So the energy starts opening up again. Well, it actually calms you down, firstly. So like that Knight of Wands, it's quite fiery. Goes down to a page. It's like, okay. It actually goes nice to a nice, like, amber burner like a simmering rather than a actual like kind of getting attention. That simmers right down. You're actually letting some fun and communication. You come together with this energy as well. We've gone from 2 of Cups to 3 of Cups. So this conversation actually helps things along emotionally. And then we reach stability here with the King of Pentacles. Nice. Okay, now let's pull some challenges for each. So these are just challenges that might be coming forward towards you, Sag, in each area. Just a little cosmic nudge. Let's give you a heads up. These challenges are designed to get you from where you are now to where you're supposed to be. Okay, so for the Ace of Swords, we've got the 4 of Swords. Chill out. Like, I don't know if you're still waiting for this communication to come in, but in the meantime, just try and keep yourself aligned. That's a bit of a problem for you. I think you're going in your head a little bit, maybe getting a little bit anxious or depressed or whatever emotion is attached to this. It's quite negative. Try and level that out, get realigned within yourself, focus your energy back on within yourself, and you'll be sound. Okay, can I get the Ace of Cups challenge, please, for Sag? Temperance, time. So what you're waiting on something, but it does happen in time. The reason that this time is happening or being put in place from a universal perspective is that the energies kind of need to balance out, because like if you talk to them now, you might be angry or they might be angry or frustrated or not listening. So this conversation happens, but it happens at the right time and you do come together quite nicely. But then something needs to happen about like expectations and the balance of the energy still. Something about this feels unbalanced to you currently, Sag. So you need to pop this Judgment card here. So you have a conversation and try and rebalance that out and set your expectations between each other. Okay, can I get the Ace of Wands? Challenge, the 7 of Pentacles on its side, not knowing whether or not to invest in this. Again, it's over this conversation, which has you quite frustrated. And I think it's over maybe some kind of investment. So it may be a frustration with time investment, financial investments, things like that. You don't really know where to place your energy at the moment. It is very much a coming or going. Are we on? Are we off? And I think being in that state of not knowing is causing a lot of frustration for you, Sag. So you don't know where to place your pentacles. You don't know whether do I place them here or do I take my pentacles up and place them somewhere else with someone else, right? That sort of thing. Okay, and the challenge with the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, we've got 2 here. We've got the Magician in reverse. And we've got the Hanged Man in reverse as well. Oh yeah, that's that push and pull energy. Because like the Magician's a mover and a shaker. He likes to get things done. He's like pow, 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 let's go, let's go. The Hanged Man, he favours pause. He just wants to chill, right? Get a new perspective, think about it a little while, make sure he's doing the right thing. And I think you've got, and they're both in reverse. So I think that them 2 energies, the Hangman and the Magician, are kind of pulling on each other. So one minute you're like, yeah, let's do this, let's go. Another minute you're like, actually, no, I'm going to hang back. It's going to become a bit of a challenge for you to balance out those 2 energies, Sag. I mean, do your best. You do have 4 of Swords in your energy that you can harness that. Put your attention in on yourself, okay? And don't do anything while you're highly emotional or anything like that, because your manifestation might come out distorted. There's a potential with that, with the Magician being in reverse and also being too rash, which is the Hanged Man in reverse as well. Okay, right, let's get some universal advice for Saggy, please. Can I get some universal advice for Saggy? Universal advice, please, for Sag. The universal advice for Saggy, please. Universal advice for Sag. Universal advice for Saggy. Universal advice for Sag. Oh, okay. It's got a messy one, Sag. Oh, we've got a lot here. I'm going to take these 3 because they fell out. Well, do you know what? It's only 5. We'll take them. I saw this quote at the bottom of the deck. Ace of Wands. You got a spark back. 7 of Bows. Now, the 7 of Bows here is clearance, but it's actually like setting up boundaries. And we've talked a little bit like that about that in the main reading with the Temperance cards, balancing something out. There's something that you were waiting on that you feel that you should not have been left waiting on. So it's like set your boundaries, your expectations, what you 2 are together, what you both want to, you know, expect from the connection. And then the 8 of Arrows, struggle there. You've been in your head, probably overthinking, which is normal if you've not got any communication coming in. We've got the 10 of Stones in reverse, and then we have Strength as well. Yeah, you're feeling very unstable and very, very unsteady in this connection as it currently stands. I see stability coming in with the King of Pentacles, but the advice here from the universe is to not act on this Wands energy. Ace of Wands here. Something's coming towards you where you might feel like, oh, I got to do it. No, you don't. Block yourself. 7 of Wands. Clearance. Clear that energy out first. Get out of your head. That's the struggle there. This is struggle, the 8 of Swords, okay? It just makes it harder. Try and get out of your head. 10 of Pentacles in reverse is insecurity. I don't know if this was a long-term connection or short-term where you've envisioned long-term, but you're kind of doubting that at the moment, Sag. And then you've got strength. This is difficult for you. It's difficult. It's going to be difficult. It's just one of them, you know, the universe gives and takes. Things go up and down, but believe me, what goes down must come up as well, Sag. So you just got to persevere through this. Try and use that strength energy to keep your emotions in check, and it's all coming from insecurity. You'll be behaving or acting from a defensive, reactive position rather than a proactive position. So you just want to try and align, get that 4 Swords energy if you can. Okay, Sag, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. Thank you so much for chilling with me here in the Zen Den, Sag. I love it when you swing by. I really hope the reading helped you. I know this seems like a little bit of a rocky patch with you and a significant person. Now, I'm not saying if this is love. We do have cups, 2 cups on the table, but it could also be family, it could be friends. That just means the balancing out of 2 energies. And I do believe it is another energy because Mr. and Mrs. Swords were on the table, so they're usually 2 people talking to each other. So this isn't harmonising within yourself. It's, I guess, yeah, harmonising within yourself, but also another energy. Anyway, Sag, I'm going to love you and leave you. And until the next one, take care. Okay, Cappy. Hello, Capricorn. Bear with me, guys. We're almost in the room. Just clearing away Sag's cards, tidying up before you get here. Okay. Hi, Capricorn. Welcome to your 4 Aces reading. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the 4 Aces, there is a timestamp section at the beginning of the video where I explain everything. For those of you who are familiar, then let's just jump straight into your Ace of Swords. Okay, can I please see the Ace of Swords for Capricorn, please? Ace of Swords for my happy Cappies. Ace of Swords, please, for happy Cappies. For my Capricorn collective, the Ace of Swords. What's on your mind, Cappy? What is on your mind, Capricorn? What's going on? What's going on in there, Capricorn? What's on your mind? We've got the Queen of Pentacles. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. And we've got the 2 of Pentacles. Lots of Pentacle energy, so you're in your element, Cappy. We're all good with that. You had a choice between 2 or even possibly more things. You've made your choice. The choice you've made, you've done it because it's the thing that is best for you, first and foremost. Hopefully it's also about, it's like you're hoping it's good for other people too, but primarily you've chosen something that's best for yourself after a little period of uncertainty, or maybe you were literally choosing between 2 things or 1 or more things. There was a bit of a not chaos, more like, yeah, uncertainty. The energy's a bit wibbly wobbly, but you're like, nope, this is the stability I want. You've made a choice out of a couple of options. Okay, right, let's have a look. Can I please get the Ace of Cups? The Ace of Cups. Can I get the Ace of Cups, please? The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups. 5 of Pentacles. The 7 of Cups and the Emperor. You didn't really want to make it, though. You're showing me, while you were making this decision, this choice, 7 of Cups is choice, so we know there's a choice. Your heart's not in the choice, though. Your head is. You're like, logically, this makes sense. And you know what, Cappy, you guys do this. You always go for the logical option that makes the most sense in the material. You never go for the emotional option, which is good. I'm not calling you out for that, Cappy. That is good. It is good. But your heart is dragging its feet on this one, and all that usually does is it causes discord within yourself further down the line. Because your heart need isn't getting met, your heart energy isn't getting fed. It's just your mind energy or your pentacle energy or whatever it's for. But you're like, no, you're holding your ground on it. You're like, I'm going to make the sensible choice, even if I'm not really feeling it. Okay, right, fine. So can I get the Ace of sorry, Sag. Not Sag. Sorry, I just did Sag, but some of you might have Sag placement. Cappy, sorry, I've got an itch on my face. Can I get the Ace of Wands, please? The Ace of Wands? The Ace of Wands. What are you intending to do? What is this? The Ace of Wands. Oh, it's a work situation. 3 of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Hermit. Yeah, you're really not into it. I think it's something to do with work, or at least it's working with another energy or coming together with another energy. You're like, meh. Maybe I can learn something here. It might be fun. It might be alright. I don't know what it is. I don't know why you're choosing it, but you really like lukewarm, page ones. That's just being open to it. You're open. You're not excited about it. You're not, yeah, this is my thing. No, you're like, yeah, I'm open. But it's coming, but that's coming from the Hermit. You're kind of learning from a past lesson somehow. So you've put some kind of pressure on yourself that you need to do this thing to prove some kind of point to yourself. Now, I don't know what that is. I don't know what it means. It involves other energies and other people. So it might be from anything like taking on a project at work that you're not super stoked about. Be like, I'll do it to prove that I can do it. Or it could be at home. Maybe connecting to someone that you're not really that into. Just because maybe in the past something went bad. It could literally be anything. But that's the energy. The energy is you're kind of proving a point to yourself to try. Okay. No, what's going to be the outcome? Maybe it turns out to be good. Even if you're not feeling it at first, you might feel it down the line. Okay. You're like, I'm making the responsible choice. Not the fun choice. Okay. Well, that's fine. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles. How about you do you, boo? Okay. You do you, Capricorn. I'm not here to judge your choices. I don't know what we're talking about. You're probably making perfect sense. I am a bit worried about your little heart space though. I don't want to neglect it. Alright, let's get that Ace of Pentacles as your result. See what the outcome is. Or it could just be if it's a work thing. Yeah, well, yeah, it will be your Pentacles. Alright, can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please? Ace of Pentacles. The Tower. I'm not going to say I told you so, Capricorn. Promise. 10 of Cups. 8 of Swords. Yep. Just as we thought, Cappy. 8 of Swords is being kind of having a very narrow focus, not considering the whole picture. The 10 of Cups is how you're managing your emotional resources and also your emotional expectations over a situation. And then the Tower. It's like, yeah, this ain't for me. It's just ain't working. If we were continuing off this board, I'd probably see 8 Cups, you moving away from whatever this is. Because your heart's just not in it. You give it a go. You give it the old college try, Capricorn. I'll give you that. But you're like, it's always like you hadn't considered how much you would really dislike whatever this is. You thought there might be a chance you'd warm up to it, which I get it in that case, Cappy. I do. You're like, there's a chance I'll warm up to it, I'll take it. It'd be great if I was into this thing. It maybe would be easier for you if you were into this thing. But you're just not into it, Cappy. And down the line, it just gets worse and worse to the point where I think you're going to remove yourself from it. Something's going to happen. Some Tower. Anyway, let's get to the challenges. These are the challenges in each of the areas, Capricorn. These are a little cosmic nudge from the universe of what might be coming towards you. And it's all just to get you from where you're at, from where you're supposed to be. Okay, so for the Ace of Swords, what did I just say? 8 of Cups, walking away. But it actually came in on its side. So it's not full emotional disconnection, at least in the head, because it's like you're trying to talk yourself into like, yeah, this is for me, I'm into this. Whereas your heart energy is like, no, I'm not. So that's why it's not fully gone, it's not fully disconnected. There's still some connection to whatever this is. And I think what you've done, Cap, is you've mistaken that for potential. Well, no, it's not. It's an energy on the out, not an energy coming in. Easy mistake to make. Okay, your challenge for the Ace of Cups is the Devil. This is a habit with you, Capricorn. Now, I'm sorry, I don't mean to tell you off. But what was I saying coming into the reading? You go for the logical choice. And God bless you for doing that. 90% of the time, it's the right choice. I bet you've hit this one time where that's not the right choice. Because it's just not for you. Just not there. You're just not there. But it's almost like better the devil you know. Like you're probably used to being in these emotionally uncomfortable situations and just getting your head down and getting the work done or whatever it is you've got to do. So you're like, I can do it again. But it's almost like you've reached the end of your tether with that kind of thing. If you're not fully in it, you're just not fully in it. Okay, let's get the Ace of Wands. Lovers in reverse. Yeah, this is... I regret my choice. Yeah. Because a Lovers card, by the way, is, it could be two lovers coming together. Everyone loves a Lovers card. But it means choice. That's what it means. It's choice, Gemini. This or that. Reversed. I think I made the wrong choice. Yeah. And then we get the, King of Wands in reverse. Do I need to say more? The King of Wands in reverse, like, he's like, that's a big bucket of cold water. You're like, I'm out, I'm done, I don't want to do this. Let's get you some universal advice, shall we, Capricorn? Okay. I don't mean to laugh at you, Cappy, I don't know how serious this is. It's probably very serious for some of you, but gotta lighten the energies in the room sometimes, right? And just the way you're saying it to me is just like, no. From a higher level, higher self perspective, this ain't your bag. Right, okay, can I get some universal advice for Capricorn, please? Universal advice for Capricorn. What's going on with my Cappies? What's going on with my Cappies? Universal advice for Capricorn. Oh, what's all this? 4. Okay, that's just happened for Saggy as well. What am I doing? Get a grip, Lydia. Get a grip. Okay, what we've got? Yeah, Ace of Cups reversed. 10 of, you've got all reversals. 10 of Cups reversed. King of Wands reversed again. And then the 5 of Bows reversed. Are you doing this to... You're doing this to make someone else happy. Maybe not all of you, but a lot of you. You just told me right here at the end, this is conflict avoidance. That's why you're doing something that you're not really into, because if someone else attached to this energy that has the expectation that you do it. Now, I am not seeing this other person's energy on the table. I couldn't tell you why. I couldn't tell who you were, what they mean to you. You are telling me your heart's not in it. Ace of Cups reversed. 10 of Cups reversed, which is happiness, right? In this deck, that's reversed completely. You were questioning it over here. Now it's completely reversed. And then the King of something's taking away like your autonomy over this situation. Someone's taking away like your choice or your decision, even though you're telling me you made the choice. I don't think you did. I think you were given no other choice but to make the choice. In some way like that. Because you've got the 5 of Wands. Oh, sorry, I have to cover him up. He's very, very rude. YouTube's not going to like this card. Oh no, it's not, loves. We've got the 5 of Wands, which is usually empowerment through dealing with a conflict. You're avoiding that. It's in reverse. So I don't know who this is. I don't know who they are to you, Cappy. But you've got to put yourself first, loves. You've got to put yourself first. Do what you can to get out of this situation with yourself first and foremost intact. You think this is what's best for you at the moment. Universe is kind of saying otherwise. Anyway, Cappy, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. Thank you so much for joining me here in the Zen Den, Cappy. Lovely to have you here as usual. I appreciate and love you all. And yeah, I mean, kind of difficult reading here, but I mean, I'm not seeing the up. I'm only seeing that you're going down, 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 which means eventually you will get tired of whatever it is you're dealing with here, and you will just take yourself away from it. If not, the universe does it for you. That's the Tower. Okay? Right, Cappy. I'm going to leave the reading there. I'm going to love you and leave you. Until next time, take care. Okay, Aquarius. Hello, Aquarius. How are we doing? I'm just tidying away the rest of Cappy's cards. Bear with me a second. Let's straighten up. And we'll make sure everything's good for our lovely Aquarians. Hi, Aquarius. Welcome to Esotera Tarot. My name is Lydia. And today I'm pulling energies and messages for... I'm doing the wrong intro, Aquarius. It's been a long old day, Aquarius. But I'm here with you and excited to do a 4 Aces reading. Even if I'm getting my intros skewed with. So bear with me. We are still in Mercury retrograde. I am a Virgo. So I have been kind of like this for all of the readings, if I'm going to be honest. Oh, anyway, sorry, Aquarius. Welcome to your 4 Aces reading. For those of you who are not familiar with the 4 Aces, please go to the timestamp at the beginning of the video where I explain everything. For those of you who are familiar, let's just jump straight into your Ace of Swords. Can you please show me the Ace of Swords for Aquarius, please? The Ace of Swords for Aquarius. The Ace of Swords for Aquarius, please. The Ace of Swords for Aquarius. Ace of Swords, please. Temperance, okay. Oh, it reminded me, I forgot to say happy birthday to Sag. Oh, no. I'll write it in the description box. There's any people with Sag placements watching. Okay, we've got the Nine of Wands and the High Priestess with Temperance. Oh, you're taking your time to heal over some stuff, Aquarius. You're aware it's going to take time. You're aware that there are lessons here. Very spiritual Aquarian I'm looking at. Okay, you're very switched on in that department. High Priestess, fully engaged. Almost informing your healing journey. Almost like ticking off check marks. Like, yes, Aquarius, you passed. Great. And you're like, I'm in the middle of this process, Lydia, and you're determined to see it through. Good. Okay, can we please get the Ace of Cups? How are you feeling? See how you're feeling, Aquarius. Ace of Cups, please, for Aquarius. Ace of Cups for Aquarius, please. We get the Ace of Cups for Aquarius. The Ace of Cups for Aquarius. The Seven of Pentacles. The Eight of Cups. And the Ten of Wands. You are having trouble making a decision over something. So on one hand, you're like, yeah, this is good for me. On the other hand, you're like, yeah, but is it going to sting? And you're finding it very difficult to make that choice. I think because you're in the middle of a healing journey, so you're kind of in a doorway between, you know, leaving something behind and taking something else on. Now, some of you might not be physically doing that. It's like an energetic thing. You know, it might be shedding away stuff from 10 years ago, Aquarius, and the next thing that comes into your life might be 6 months down the line. So it doesn't mean that it's literally going to be a revolving door energy. Like tomorrow you let go, the next day something comes in. No, I mean, it's going to be anything in between for all of you. So please take that as it resonates. But there's an emotional load here. So you're struggling to disconnect from something even though it hurts. And you're looking at what you can invest in next. And you want to invest in something next. I'm seeing an Aquarian that wants to move on consciously, and in your being you want to move on, but your heart emotions are struggling with letting something go. Okay, right. Can I get the Ace of Wands, please? The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands, please. The Ace of Wands. Oop. The Eight of Wands. The Three of Pentacles. The Ten of Swords. You're going to get some communication come in from somebody you used to know that you no longer know. Either it's somebody that you split up with, or maybe worked an old job with. It's been a while since you've been met with this person, but you're not telling me there's any bad vibes, because you're telling me the end and then cooperation. If it was this way around, I'd be like, oh yeah, someone you definitely had some beef with is coming around. No, you're showing me this way around instead, which means, yeah, there's an ending, but we're amicable, we cooperate. So you are going to you're going to hear from them. I don't know what it has to do with this healing journey you're on, but it's something to do with it. Okay, can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please? The Ace of Pentacles. Or it might be about working on something that might have previously not been an option for you. Something like that. All right, can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please? Ace of Pentacles clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, the Five of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. Okay, somebody around you, they've almost got like the attitude of, look, even though it was hard, we're worse off apart. Even though it gets hard for us sometimes, we're worse off apart. That sort of thing. That's, or at least that's how they feel coming towards you. You might feel the same. I mean, it could be either one of you, so I'm not clarifying. And then I think there's at least an offer of starting something new. It could be both of you on board with that, because we've got two pentacles at the end of the day. That could be a pentacle each for this new opportunity. Or it could be somebody doubling down on that energy of wanting to do something with you, because they recognise that being with you or doing this thing with you is more beneficial than doing it apart. And I believe you feel the same way as well for whoever this is, because you're struggling to detach right there, and you've got pentacles ready to do something with someone. Okay, right, let's get some challenges there, Aquarius, in your energy. Now, challenges are just a little cosmic nudge. Any challenges that might pop up in any of these areas, it's just a way for the universe to get you from where you are to where you're supposed to be. Okay, can I get the Ace of Swords challenge, please, for Aquarius? The Ace of Swords challenge for Aquarius. Six of Cups on its side. Yeah, there is a soul connection here. There is some distance from that soul connection. Physically, I'm getting in the 3D. I think energetically still very much tethered to whoever this is. Or maybe a disagreement or a discord. Not fully though. It's not fully reversed. It's either something coming in for you in this connection that's going to cause this kind of discord, or that's currently in play. Okay, but the connection's not been severed. It's just a little bit of a wobble. With the Ace of Cups challenge, the Seven of Swords in reverse, things did not go the way you had expected. And I think that that's why you're struggling to disconnect emotionally, because your disappointment or challenge with whoever this energy is almost purely of a material kind of nature. Like maybe they did something, or maybe they dropped the ball on something, and you were like, you've let me down, that kind of thing. But really, that's kind of an isolated incident. It isn't that they let you down as them as a person in general forever. It's something about them is not what it seemed, or you were surprised to find out, and you were like, right, I need to move away from this person, but it is a struggle to do so because the connection's still so strong. Okay, right. Can I get the Ace of Wands, please? The Ace of Wands. Yeah, basically, you're like, they screwed me over, but I still like them. That's kind of the energy we got there, Aquarius. Right, can I get the Ace of Wands, please? The Ace of Wands. We have the Hanged Man. Yeah, just wait and see. Just wait and see. Just wait it out. That's going to be a struggle for you, though. Right, from the Eight of Wands, I'm getting a lot of movement. You wanting to make a move, them wanting to make a move. What you need to do is pause, stay still, and see if there's actually something that can be worked on. And then we've got the Ace of Pentacles. There you go. Six of Wands. Victory. I think that's going to be kind of maybe a little bit difficult to reach some kind of agreement, but I'm not seeing a massive challenge. It's just you two getting on the same page, and then you can keep moving forwards. Okay, right. Can I please get some universal advice for Aquarius, please? Universal advice for Aquarius. Universal advice for Aquarius, please. 1 second. Universal advice for Aquarius. Universal advice for Aquarius, please. Five of Cups. King of Cups. Knight of Stones. Yeah. There's just been some disappointment, some disappointing behaviour. You're sad and disappointed about it, Aquarius. However, you see, the love in this connection is really deep, and with just a little bit of like planning and communication between the two of you, this can be absolutely salvaged. I mean, and actually the Five of Cups is actually a lady dancing on a grief. It's like, okay, well, we learnt this about each other today. Okay, that's just kind of the vibe. Like she's dancing on her 5 sad cups, because she knows that even though it's sad now, there's a reason for this sadness. Then we go into the King of Cups there. That's emotional maturity, and then moving forwards, but with a strategic plan. Together, I believe. Because there is a very deep shared connection here with you and whoever this is. Okay, Aquarius, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. Thank you so much for joining me here at Esotera Tarot in the Zen Den. I love your energy here as usual, Aquarius. And until next time, take care. Okay, we've got Pisces up next. Hang on a minute, Pisces. I'm just tidying away Aquarius's cards, and I'll be right with you, my loves. 1 second, bear with me, please. Aquarius, no, yeah, Aquarius's cards. Just read for Aquarius. Honestly, with this Mercury retrograde, we're almost out of it. Thank God. It has been messing with me, Pisces. I'm a Virgo. It's been messing with me. Anyway. Back to you, Pisces. Hello. Hi, Pisces. Welcome to your 4 Aces reading. For those of you who aren't familiar with the 4 Aces, and go to the beginning of the video, there is a timestamp there where the 4 Aces is explained. For those of you who are familiar, let's just go straight into that Ace of Swords. Okay, can you please show me the Ace of Swords for Pisces, please? The Ace of Swords for Pisces, please. Whoop. The Ace of Swords for Pisces. The Ace of Swords for Pisces, please. What's going on in your head of yours, Pisces? My lovely Pisces people. Can we please get the Ace of Swords for Pisces? Oh, no. 9 of Swords, Page of Swords, and the 6 of Pentacles. You expect expecting someone to show up and they didn't. Now, show up can mean many things. It can mean like literally you got stood up, or like you're expecting a certain behaviour from them and they didn't deliver it, or maybe they said they'd pay you back some money and they didn't come through on time. That kind of thing. You're expecting someone to come through on something and they didn't, so now you're in Nine of Swords about it. You're stressed out. Stressed out, upset, hurt. I'm not seeing anger, I'm just seeing upset and hurt. I don't know if you're upset or hurt with them because they've disappointed you, or maybe they just had something you really need and they had a probably logical reason for not giving it to you, but you needed it. So I don't know if you're stressing out about the actual person or you're stressing out about the thing. So let's go to the Ace of Cups and find out. Okay, can you show me the Ace of Cups for Pisces, please? How do they feel about this? How do they feel about this? Is it the person or is it the thing they were expecting from the person that's causing them this upset? Okay, can we please see? We've got your King at the bottom of the deck there, and the Five of Pentacles in the court. That is pretty much tantamount to I'm not getting what I need. Okay, right, emotionally. Right, can I get the Ace of Cups, please? What is this? What is this disappointment? What didn't show up for Pisces? Okay, the Page of Wands. The Six of Wands and the Two of Cups. Yeah, it was another energy. Oh, you've cooled off on them as a result of that. Is that you're saying, yeah, it's another energy. I was feeling really good about it. I pretty much expected this thing to come through, no question. As soon as it didn't come through and it stressed you out, putting you in the Nine of Swords, you were like, yeah, okay, I'm not so into this now. You're still into it. You're still open to whoever this is, but not as you were. You thought they were wonderful before. A little bit of pedestal going on, maybe, for some of you. Now you're like, yeah, okay, this isn't really what I thought. Okay, right, that's fine. No, it's not fine. I mean, it's fine. I understand what you mean, Pisces. Not it's fine that you've been treated this way. Never. Very protective over my Pisces people. Okay, can I get the Ace of Wands, please? The Ace of Wands. There's King of Wands. Okay, oh, here we go with the Lovers. You came out right on top of the Lovers as well. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. We need to get one more because this could go either way. Okay. It's like you're saying to me, Lydia, what I want to do is I want to tell them how I feel without shouting at them or something like that, or without getting mad with them. But you're kind of at risk of that happening if this continues from this person. Because I see you one energy go down in your heart, but in your I want to do something, it's King of Wands. You're holding yourself back though. You don't want to be too irrational, but you're aware that the potential for that might be there. Like one thing could just snap you out of it, Pisces, and you just go straight for the jugular. But you're not as in tune with your heart space. So don't do that because you've only got the Page of Wands over your heart space. Not as informed as the King of Wands, right? So yeah, you kind of keeping a lid on it, but you're like, look, I've got emotions in here in this connection. I have feelings too. And I want to tell them about it, but I don't really want to, you don't want to go, you don't want things to erupt, that sort of thing. But they are in danger of doing that, Pisces. So be careful. Right, can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please? The Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles, please. The Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, there's the argument. Five of Wands, who came out. Seven of Swords, what do you think you're doing? The Ace of Swords. It's all in the name of gaining clarity over the connection, over what happened, where were you, I needed you, or I needed that thing. It's more disappointment in the person. It's not disappointment in the actual thing they were going to bring to you. It's a person. You're like, they've not been considered. Oh, no. You don't really understand why. You want answers. Seven of Swords. As to why this has happened. It might be a very out of character for whoever this is. You feel deceived. And then it causes a conflict with whoever this is. Which is not surprising, Pisces. But I think it needs to be said. Okay, can I get the Ace of Swords? We're going to do challenges now, Pisces. And look, I love it when things correlate like this. So the Ace of Swords here is pointing to me, it's over this issue. They didn't turn up. I want to know why. Strategy. I don't care if it causes conflict. I'm going to find out. And you may uncover a deception. It becomes very clear to you. Things are not as they seem. But that doesn't mean that that's a bad deception. You might think, oh, they're ignoring me. But they might be like, oh, do you know what? I had to stay overtime at work and my phone died. The Seven of Swords deception is just things are not as they seem. Okay? So it could also be that. So let's not catastrophize. You're doing plenty of that over here, Pisces. Okay, can I get the challenges, please? And these are just challenges from the universe. Things that might come in towards you that might be a bit difficult for you. But this is all in the spirit of getting you from where you are to where you need to be. Okay, can we please see a challenge for the Ace of Swords, please, for Pisces? Challenge for the Ace of Swords. Yeah, the Queen of Wands in reverse. See, the King of Wands is upright. Here is the counterpart here. Where are you? Because that's his queen. So we're not reading genders. You know, switch those as you need to. So here you are, full of expectation. Well, where are they? The Queen of Wands reversed. Okay, and then the challenge for the Ace of Cups here is the Sun in reverse. That's not knowing what's happening. The Sun upright is clarity, in reverse is confusion, darkness, because obviously this is when the sun goes down, it's then dark. You're left out in the dark about something. That's really what you're struggling with. And another person, not what it was they were supposed to do for you. It was why are you behaving like this? That's what's causing the instability, the frustration here, the questioning of the connection. Okay, let's get a challenge for the Ace of Wands. Yeah, the Three of Pentacles. So the person shows up, we know that. They do show up at some point. Will you accept them in the way they show up? Looks like it's coming up as a challenge. I don't know whether or not that's a rightful challenge because I don't know what happened and I'm not clarifying. So just make sure the punishment fits the crime, Pisces. That's all I'm going to say about that. And the Ace of Pentacles, yeah, look, the moon on its side. There's the moon. We've got the sun and the moon. The moon on its side is actually like the darkness shifting. And clarity comes to the surface. And it does. We've got the Ace of Swords here. You just want to get to the bottom of it. Like, why did this happen? Where were you? Because you want to know, did they let you down because they didn't care? Did they let you down because of circumstance? Are you upset because it's them? Are you upset you didn't get the thing that you wanted? Like, you're going to sort through all of that. And I think there's probably a little piece of each of those in your frustration there, Pisces. Okay, Pisces. Oh no, I'm not going to leave the reading there. I'm going to get you some universal advice. Sorry, Pisces. Can I get some universal advice for Pisces, please? Universal advice for Pisces. Universal advice for Pisces, please. Universal advice for Pisces. We've got the Four of Cups in reverse. Came out reversed. I take it reversed. Yeah, Four of Arrows, and then it was just a Four of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords have been out for everyone today. Okay, you find out what the problem was. Whoever this is, who it's not ignoring you. You know, if you were texting them and they weren't messaging you back, that would be their card. That's reversed. Four of Cups reversed means that they do start communicating with you about whatever this is. You feel better when they do, when they reappear. You go straight to the Four of Swords, which is alignment there. But it's also you and this other energy lining together to come together to have this conversation. Then the Seven of Arrows is actually insecurity in this deck. Not just deception or whatever, right? Whatever is making this connection insecure, at least from your perspective, Pisces, gets cleared up or at least gets discussed, gets put on the table. That moon on the side means that things will come to light soon. It's just on the other side of the horizon, Pisces. Okay, Pisces, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. Thank you so much for chilling with me here in the Zen Den, Pisces. I love your energy here as usual. And until next time, take care. Right, okay, we're all in the back in the room for the closing reading. Thank you all for being here with me. It's been wonderful. I absolutely love doing our collective readings, as you know. It's like we all get together in the same room. Right? It does for me. That's how it feels for me. I don't know how it feels for you. Let me know in the comments below. Oh, we got Rider Waite Stowaway there. The Page of Swords. Yeah, you've got to watch him. Okay, let me just tidy away these cards, and then I'm going to pull a final card for each of the aces as their final word of the reading. And then we will close it off. Okay, aces, this is your final word for the collective. Just scooch these down. Scooch these down. Okay, let us get a final word card for the Ace of Swords for the collective, please. Ace of Swords. What does the Ace of Swords want to say to close? Final word, Ace of Swords. What do you want to say to the whole collective? Final word from the Ace of Swords. Just one card, please. This one. The Magician. Oh, this is perfect. Then for the Ace of Cups, we have the Devil. Yeah, we do. Okay. We're going to talk about that one, guys. For the Ace of Wands, we've got the Hanged Man. We had something similar last week, I think. Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles. Right, that's sweet. So from the Ace of Swords wants to remind you that your thoughts become your reality. So please be mindful of those. Okay? Your brain kind of sends out signals to the universe about what it is you want, how you think about the world, how you perceive the world, and then the universe bends to you. So if you want the best for yourself, you've got to think the best for yourself, and vice versa as well. It's, you know, you're constantly exchanging energy with other people and with the universe itself as well. Make sure that's a nice, clean exchange, okay? For the Devil and the Ace of Cups, do you know what? That would make a good name for like an album or something. The Devil and the Ace of Cups. I kind of like that. Anyway, yeah, it's attachments. Not all attachments are scary, but there are attachments. We all have attachments. It's how you manage those attachments. It's how much of your heart space you put in there. Because if you're putting in your whole self and you're not leaving any room for yourself in your own heart, then it's going to turn into devil energy. But if you, keep a steady balance between what is best for you and then what is best for whoever's connected to, then that lightens up, it becomes the lovers. They're almost like two sides of the same coin here. There is the yin and yang. There's the good and the bad. There's not enough love, and then there's too much love. Okay? Everything works like that. We live in a system of a polarized system. Light and dark, good and bad, up and down, in and out. Okay? So where you put that energy, your heart energy, will help you to manifest the connections that you want to have, rather than accidentally dragging in connections that you don't. And then we've got the Ace of Wands, which is the Hanged Man. Don't be rash. Do not act on impulse. Like if you're feeling angry or really amorous or really like over the top of an emotion, just pause on it. Just sit on it. If it's a good emotion or a bad emotion, just sit on it. Wait for it to settle before you decide on acting on it. And then the final advice for the Ace of Pentacles is that love is always possible. An open heart is always possible. A brand new beginning is always possible. But you've got to do this self-inner work by following this great advice from the other swords, from the other aces. Okay, collective. I am going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. Thank you so much, everyone, for sharing your energy with me here today. I absolutely love doing these readings for you guys. And until the next one, take care.